Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Hello, everybody, and welcome to another evening of Spelljammer. As part of the Iron Valor series, it is so good to see you all here hanging out with us. Thanks for coming and joining. Deanna, who plays Drizzle, will be a little bit late, and James, who plays Bleeznoik, will also be a little bit late. So, for tonight's session of Iron Valor, it is so good to see you as a cast again. I'm really looking forward to going to the elemental plane of water, and we'll cover that in just a moment. First, a little bit of overhead stuff. First off, a couple shout-outs. Shout out to Nine Realms Gaming. They make the top-notch gaming accessories from the finest woods the multiverse can offer. Go check them out at ninerealmsgaming.com and use our partner code LIAR10 to get 10% off. Mithro Armory is another one of our partners. They create unique tabletop RPG items for everyone to enjoy. As well, you should go and check out their Tin 20 and their t-shirts. They're pretty rad, and if you want to rep one of those, that'd be fantastic. I know our crew currently doesn't have any uniforms and could probably use some at some point in time. I also want to give a shout out to Tailspire, the system by which we play our games. That's a ton of fun to play with. It gives you the Z axis for your games, which is a lot of fun if you've been playing online where you always are looking kind of from the top down. Tailspire lets you do it kind of more in that 3D world. And Tailspire you can get on Steam. It's a ton of fun. You can sink a lot of time into it to building maps and having a good time with it. You can also import your characters from things like Hero Forge, and it is really cool to see your character come to life like ours here. Also, Tales Tavern is a website that you can find where you can download pre-created assets and maps and boards from amazing creators across the world who are putting together cool fantasy and sci-fi based boards to support games like ours and others. So go check them out, and a huge shout out to those creators who make it so that I can actually build these maps within a reasonable amount of time. Second to last is usually what I say at this point in time is big shout out to McBluff. McBluff is one of our regular listeners and is the wonderful artist who made the character art for our Spelljammer run, the character art that all of our characters have here. Check her out, and we're going to throw her Instagram and Twitter into chat, so go give her a follow and see that amazing work that she does. Thanks, McBluff. Josh, thanks for being here. You've been here now for a little bit, and Josh is one of our guest players playing as Geffrey the Hippo, or the Gif. Yeah, and it's so good to have you here. It's such a fun time. So thanks for coming and hanging. Josh is part of the Ink and Liar crew. Has played in a couple other games like the Witch is Dead familiar game that we played back in Christmas. And so check Josh out whenever Josh pops up in one of our shows. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. I'm having a grand old time.
Yeah. Last and not least, gang, you help impact the story. By watching the show, you get Valor tokens, and you can use these Valor tokens to bless the party or curse me and my individuals, or potentially my just encounters. Apparently, I think you guys at one point in time kind of cursed the ship being on fire, making it a little bit easier for the party to resolve that situation. You can add these curses or boons to the party by checking out using the command !point commands to see the ways that you can influence the game and support our crew. Now, a lot of our crew from last session did not use your luck bonus provided to you from our amazing cast. I do believe Leon is the only one who doesn't currently have one luck, and everyone else does, if I recall Leon's luck usage from last session. That was a lot. So with that being said, I want to throw us into the intro and then bring us into our evening as our characters and our heroes make their way into the elemental plane of water to deal with whatever is going on with the multiverse itself. So, Max, take us on into the intro, and we'll see you after that.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right. I'm actually doing the log this evening. I'm going to do a brief captain's log to just sort of take us into the elemental plane of water. Last session, our party was recovering from the deaths of both Bleeznoik and Jasmine. Jasmine had been killed, unfortunately, during a stunned effect during a very intense and even growing more intense psychic storm that seems to be ravaging the multiverse and the astral sea as it travels along. Having chatted with one another, Leon, Geoffrey, and Lore, and Drizzle, they all kind of connected together, banded, and were trying to kind of figure out, okay, what are our next moves while our two colleagues are dead? Bleeznoik had been lost to the astral sea, and they couldn't even recover his body. Ultimately, using a little bit of sort of almost innate warlock-ish magic, Drizzle was able to produce a bit of Bleeznoik that had been created the last time Bleeznoik died, back when they were in school. And the rest of the party, slowly but surely, had started kind of resolving to take on their next steps. Leon was trying to kind of access some visions of what he thinks the future holds for himself and his crew, having found that they've been on the back foot since nearly the beginning of our game. Geoffrey, uniting not only the crew of the Prometheus, but also helping support the crew of the Eternity here, managed to kind of support our heroes here to getting together, figuring out their next steps, and accepting that their two colleagues were dead. Ultimately, Leon, you recall that you had won a game of poker against a mighty Solar, and you remember that Solars kind of can do a lot. And so you called upon Zachariah of Lavender Fields and Lemongrass to arrive on the ship and made a request for Zachariah to resurrect not only your friends, but those members of the Prometheus that had died. Zachariah thought, sure, yeah, we'll do it. As long as, you give me back my dumbbell. And if you want to, you can come and see Zachariah at the Swolar bodybuilding competition. The Swolar Pexus is what it's called. And you can come and visit that. And it's going to be coming up here in a couple of months. You got tickets, and they're free. When Zachariah smashed his two dumbbells together, he informed you that 8 of the 9 dead members were resurrected, including Jasmine, but that Bleeznoik was already alive elsewhere. Jazz, while you were dead, we saw Jasmine as a psychic entity of the astral sea reach out and begin to try to bind her soul to the astral sea and the weave itself, choosing one school of magic to do so. Jasmine, after some support by an unknown entity, you managed to actually entwine yourself to the astral sea, to the school of necromantic magic, all the while bearing witness that the astral sea itself was sort of fraying a little bit as to whatever's going on right now. Last and not least, as Jasmine returned to life, had an opportunity to be with Leon and see the rest of the crew, Lore and Geoffrey approached Dread Pirate Captain Oksani. Geoffrey, you made a argument stating that why did we drive into the storm, and Oksani informed you that she was doing so to get closer to the elemental plane of water faster, even at the risk of her crew, and that she did not care in the long run if everyone died, if she could get her hands on the Tablet of Fate. Lore, you made an argument more along the lines of family, to which Oksani seemed a little bit more amenable to. But you both left that scene and reunited with the rest of your crew, resolving not to provide Oksani with the Tablet of Fate. An artifact capable of rewriting individuals, and if both Tablets of Fate, the two that exist, are combined, you know that this is an artifact potentially capable of rewriting what the Pantheon is in the multiverse. Whew, that was a lot. And so with that being said, we find our crew now making their final preparations as they've been given a lightweight skiff to be able to travel into the elemental plane of water, where there seems to be a lot of chaos and potentially the source of why liquids across the multiverse are vanishing and why there might be an unraveling, the weave itself collapsing, occurring at this time. And with that being said, let's bring ourselves into this. You, Jasmine, Leon, Lore, and Geoffrey, it's been about an hour or two following Oksani's command that the lightweight skiff be provided to you and that you make your final preparations prior to leaving the ship and going towards the elemental plane of water. You recall that you actually received a message in all of your, basically an email. And this email it came from Bleeznoy saying, "I will meet you soon." And so, as you all stand upon the Prometheus, what's going on? What are your final preparations to prepare to jump onto your skiff and start heading towards the elemental plane of water?
Jazz is definitely, you can see her scribbling down notes, and she's prepared like an entirely different set of spells than what she normally has for this adventure. But that's what she's mostly been focused on while everybody's been chilling. Taking the jello shots for sure.
Oh, sorry, go ahead with Geoffrey.
Geoffrey is just making a little bit more ammunition. He used a little bit when destroying the astral meteor swarm, and so he's just getting some ammunition back for his big gun.
Big gun. We love it. Lore has been making some notes too, which is probably weird for Lore. And whatever they need to do to get the skiff ready, that sort of thing. But he's kind of watching everyone as well a little bit.
Leon's having one of those, he's like psyching himself up. He's like in the bathroom looking at himself in the mirror. Like, all right, Captain Leon Greer, let's do this. Woo! And he'll put his hat on. He's got his gun. He's got all of his various items and magic items and stuff on him. And he adjusts his pirate's coat, and he steps out of the bathroom and onto ready to lead his crew.
You gonna try and get some armor before we leave?
Yeah.
I think Geoffrey offered some to you all early on that we had in the hull. It's not anything special. It's like leather armor meant for some of the crew.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Bleez was working on some armor for us before
He's
he
dead.
unfortunately
Well, not anymore.
Mostly dead. I'm not dead at all. Just gone.
Yeah, the Prometheus is Leon, Lore, Jasmine. The Prometheus again is like a well-oiled crew. It is well stocked. You again are reminded of just how efficient this ship and this crew is. And as you are making your final preparations, any sort of like mundane-ish type of objects and equipment that you might need, or your own armor if it was not magical, you can just restock that. They're pirates. They have this loot and they can provide you with it as needed.
So like plate? Not for me.
Yeah,
but...
yeah, 100%. If you wanted plate, they would provide it for
you. Check it out.
I'm a rogue. I don't need plate armor.
That's fair. Laura might.
I think Geoffrey is also, seeing as he's about to leave most of his crew and just go off with these people, he actually goes and basically just I think Val, the person who's usually steering the ship, the helmswoman who he's interacted with, I think last session, he's she's third in command in a way, like with him being gone, like she's gonna take his place as first mate. So just trying to like giving her the lowdown and maybe just a little bit like giving her the extra, hey, just like keep a good head on your shoulders and look out, because the captain's being a little like, don't say anything, captain's being a little erratic, like please just watch out for the crew till I get back.
As you say that, Val looks at you and you share a knowing glance. Leon, you're not too far off if you wanted to kind of eavesdrop for a moment on this.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. You're not too far off making your preparations. Geoffrey, as you say this, like Val looks at you, fully knowing glance, and just says, absolutely. It's been this way for a while. We'll hang tight. We'll get through this.
I know you know. It's just hard to... I haven't been gone from you all in a very long time, not in a stretch like this, so please just... Neat, like, taps the rail of the ship, like, or maybe, I guess she's probably at the helm, so, like taps the chair and says, just watch out for her. Keep her in one piece till I get back.
Will do. And you see, Leon, as you're standing there, that Val actually turns and kind of looks at you for a second and then gestures for you to come and join Geoffrey and herself.
Okay.
As you approach, she leans in and says, rumor has it among the crew that you might be dealing with another one of the Dread Pirates coming up here.
So I've heard.
Stay safe. And you recall kind of you and Geoffrey having, and you in particular, leading this, like, what's gonna happen? You think that you've kind of put the pieces together that one of the Dread Pirates is probably gonna come after you. And as you say that, Val says, I don't think you've not met any of them yet, Leon, other than Oksani. It's gonna be Dread Pirate Smolder.
Smolder?
Smolder.
Okay.
Smolder.
Is it because of the look in his eyes, or is he like half elemental?
Oh, no, he's just kind of an asshole.
I mean, all of the above, actually.
Yeah.
He's very handsome. Oh, no.
If
maybe
you
he
want,
used to be.
Yeah, if you want for a minute, you make a history check quick, Leon.
All right, let's get it. Not great at history, but I'll roll. 16.
16, yeah. You've heard of Smolder, like as one of the Dread Pirates. The pirates in general, beyond the rebellion, are known as Reavers, and Smolder's ship and crew, you recall, are actually the original Reavers. They were so, like, kind of violently ruthless pirates that piracy, sort of the name of Reaver, came from what they did.
Huh.
And they're kind of like, they kind of keep that title of, like, we're the OG Reavers. Additionally, you recall that Dread Pirate Smolder actually came from the elemental plane of Earth. So that his ship and their crew, they mostly hang out nearby the elemental planes.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Smolder, huh? Earth elemental. What's an earth? So he is an earth elemental, or he's from the elemental plane of Earth?
You've heard he's an earth elemental.
What's an earth elemental doing in the elemental plane of water? Is he just coming here for us, or does he have other business?
You are posing those questions, wondering what's going on.
Okay.
Why did he get named Smolder when he's made out of rock?
Should have called him Boulder.
Ooh, we're gonna call him that when we see him now.
You see Val and just go like, he would hate that. Like,
Oh, I can agree. He's not gonna like that at all.
He's coming to kill us, isn't he?
He's fully fought people over them coming up with different names for him. So
I mean, he's gonna be fighting us.
Yeah, if you think I get uppity about, GIF versus GIF, he takes his name a lot more seriously. I mean, all I do is headbutt people.
Everyone has luck. Not to cut you off, my bad.
cool. All right.
Including James.
You see as Val
Thanks, Flock
clasps
Obama.
Val clasps hands with you, Geoffrey, and looks you in the eye. Good luck. Clasps hands with you, Leon. Good luck to you as well. You can do great. And
I think as we're stepping away, Geoffrey will just kind of like walk with Leon. I don't know if we have something we need to be doing at the moment. And I think without looking at him, he just, as Geoffrey normally does, puts his hand back on his pistol on his chest and says, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, I'm better. Thanks for checking. We got everyone back, mostly. Blaze is still out there somewhere.
Yeah, how the hell is he alive? I still can't wrap my head around that. He went over the edge. I watched it.
Yeah, I don't know either. But Zachariah said he's out there. So I don't know. Maybe he had something in his suit. You know, he carries a lot of different little gadgets around. He's freaking brilliant.
Yeah, he seemed like a resourceful little bugger.
Yeah.
Well, we need everyone at their best, so as long as you're sure you're okay.
I'm good. And thanks for checking on me. I mean,
well, if we're gonna be captains together, dread pirates together, I need you at your best. A dread pirate can't afford to be weak.
Right. How are you?
I've been through worse.
Really?
Believe it or not. Oh, I've been through worse. But thank you. And he kind of pulls up his belt and starts walking away.
Us dread pirates gotta stick together.
All right. As you make your final preparations, Jazz, making Jello shots is not an easy prospect.
Yep.
Right. Even when you made your first ones, you started getting used to it, but you think you only have in total 3 at this time. It's simply not that easy to make, and you've not had that much time to be able to make those preparations.
Gotcha.
As you are making those, though, you all feel the ship rock for a moment. This has become something that's almost increasingly more frequent following that psychic storm that had passed by you. And you almost see it, these little, ever so often larger gravitational waves that move across the astral sea, bump into the ship, and pass by. And as you see these waves pass by the ship and through the ship, it is in those moments that you notice that liquids vanish from the ship. Not all of them, but a random amount vanish from the ship. And it has become almost a predictable pattern that you can see these waves pass, the liquids disappear, and you wait for the next one.
Is this at all related to the ripples I felt when I was dead?
You can make, if you would like, a knowledge arcana check.
Sure. Great at those. 22.
22. Jasmine, as you see this wave coming, you feel it hit the ship. And for all of you, it's almost like the slightest little rock. It's barely noticeable most of the time. But Jasmine, as the wave passes through you, you feel like it almost physically passes through you, and you move a little bit more with the wave than anyone else around you. As with your 22 of your knowledge arcana check, you recall that while you were just a psychic entity, you had bound yourself to the weave. You had bound yourself to the school of necromantic magic. In some way, maybe motivated it to bind your soul to that school of magic at some point in time. And it dawns on you, Jasmine, as you see this wave pass through you. As you look down at your hands, you can see for but a moment, your hands turning into the weave. You can see almost the threads of the magic and physical things that make up your body frizz. They begin to fray, and some of them split away. And you see that wave pass by you, and you think very much so that this wave has something to do with the astral sea, and potentially something to do with how the astral sea is starting to kind of split.
So magic may start to become very unreliable in the near future. Cool.
Not only that, Jasmine, you think that you yourself now being bound to the weave
I might go down with it.
may go down with the weave itself.
That's not concerning.
It's almost
Awesome.
pursuit of power leads to death and corruption.
It's okay, we just have to fix it.
Yeah, all right.
She's not going to mention this to anybody yet.
Yeah. Awesome. As you make your final preparations, you all start to make your way towards the skiff. You see the skiff is a much smaller ship than the Prometheus itself. Now, the Prometheus is not that big comparatively to your original ship. The Eternity of the Prometheus is like small. But this skiff you see is classic, kind of just like almost like life raft style boat. And it is a ship that is very fast, very stealthy, and has like 2 really light cannons on it. But it is mostly a ship used for like espionage and infiltration. As you make your way to that ship, Lore, as you are striding over, you are approached by Oksani, who has wheeled up to you.
Hey, Captain.
Hey. Good luck out there.
Thanks. We're gonna need it.
Hopefully not as much as you might think, but we'll see. You're capable.
Yeah, that's. You never know about exterior factors.
Yeah, I understand. Look out for your crew, and they'll look out for you.
I will. I always do, but I definitely will. Stay safe up here.
I will. Give your grandma a hug. Come on.
And Laura just kind of like relax a little and just, leans down and just gives her a big hug. And she's like, really, you guys watch out for yourselves. This is getting kind of weird.
I think we'll be okay. My crew is quite capable of handling themselves.
Yeah, they seem pretty competent. I hope we're that competent someday.
You'll get there. You see as she pulls off of, as you get up, like you can feel something has been put into your hand as you finish the hug. Like she kind of reaches and grabs and puts into your hand. And you can see that she has given you a little pendant. Like one of those lockets that you can open and close sort of situation.
Yeah.
You're on your own path. I've chosen mine. Hopefully you make a choice that's right for you.
Thanks. I think I might finally be doing that.
Okay.
And just kind of closes her hand around it and like puts it into her jacket pocket. I appreciate it. We'll see you soon.
She gives you a Charlie horse and goes, all right, get out of here.
Jeez. Still strong for a little old lady in a chair.
Hey! I'm a dread pirate.
I know.
And a paladin.
Anybody want to fight with me? Anybody? And you see the crew just ignores. Just the guy shuffles away.
Oh, another time
Not a
in
fair
another
fight.
place, Grandma.
All right.
And
if-
Laura
unless-
just smiles. Just like, that was a fun interaction for her. Just kind of heads toward the skip.
Unless there's anything else anybody needs to do, you will board the skiff and begin to head off.
I will lean over to Leon, just kind of privately, and tell him, since message isn't working, I have to resort to whispering. I'll explain the situation with the weave and how it's kind of suffering with all of this going on.
Mm-hmm.
She says, I don't really want to incite a panic by telling everyone. But seeing as I'm the only full caster that we have, if I can't cast spells, you know why.
You'll stay in the back then.
I'll do my best.
Keep yourself safe, alright? I don't have another solar I can pull out of my back pocket in case you die again.
True. I'll do my best.
I mean it.
Yes, Captain.
All right.
You guys all ready to go?
Yeah.
From,
Let's
like,
go.
the
Let's go. Interfere in a civil war.
Sounds great. Just another Sunday.
Yeah. Right.
Awesome. As you jump on the skiff, you know that Drizzle has come with as well. She is there. As you all take off, you split away from the Prometheus. Geoffrey, you look back, you see your ship growing smaller and smaller, and the Astral Sea you see the skiff. The Prometheus is fast. The skiff is built for very lightweight, fast cruising. And you begin traveling toward the elemental plane of water. You can see it in the distance, growing ever larger. Planes across the multiverse do exist almost like swirling galaxies. As you approach them and you get closer, you recall this from all of your Academy class days or simply life aboard, across the Astral Sea. As you draw closer, you eventually enter their wild space, which is a place where partially the denizens of that world and that plane, as well as the denizens of the Astral Sea, sort of kind of hang out and chill, and then you continue along, eventually entering the plane. However, as you four aboard the skiff draw closer, you can see the elemental plane of water there, and you actually see that there appears to be a second plane right next to it. As you see this one swirling, the two almost appear to be colliding, partially like a Venn diagram. Now, it looks almost strange to the eye. It seems that there's some overlap, mixture. It is not clear where that central point is, but you see these two planes pushing up against one another, and you can see that the second plane there is the elemental plane of Earth. And you can see as both of them are sort of connecting to each other and are smashing partially into each other as you draw closer.
Okay. Well, that's concerning.
Does this complicate things?
Well, we knew this was happening, right?
It's just about as bad as we thought, yeah.
I mean, it's one thing to know it's happening, and that's another thing to actually see two planes of existence crashing into each other. Let's try to avoid the point of intersection, huh?
That's where we're going. Yeah, we have to shut down the portal.
Well,
we might
there goes
need to
nothing.
find Bleeze first.
Where's Bleeze?
We don't
he
even
said
know he's here.
we said we'd see him. He said we'd see him soon.
I think
He's gonna have to trust him.
I pull
Listen.
out the map of Legends. I forget the name of it exactly. We do
The
have
Wandering
this.
Star?
Yes. I can try and see where
this
he
map
is.
again? Where does this map lead?
Oh, it goes. It shows you where just about anything is.
Huh.
It is a real pain
Handy.
to attune to, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, we had to tape our eyes open for like a whole day.
2 days. 48
Oh,
hours.
that sounds miserable.
It
Bleeze
was.
said he'd see us soon, right?
Yep.
I think he'll find us.
I hope so.
Okay. Then should I look for the tablet or for the portal?
Tablet first. That's the most important thing.
Very well. And she's gonna begin trying to locate this tablet of fate.
Awesome. Yeah. Cool. You may use an action. You can use a DC 10 charisma check.
Charisma. Uh-oh.
I think actually Geoffrey steps in here and says, "No, hold on. I think we should probably find the portal first. As soon as we have that tablet, we're gonna have a giant bullseye on our back. If we don't know where we're going as soon as we have the tablet, that could be problematic. It may be best if we know where we're going first and scope out what we're going into before we have the tablet itself. The tablet isn't going anywhere, but that
It might
we
be
should.
going somewhere. Is it the Academy looking for it?
But do we have any idea that the Academy has anything like this and points at the map that can get to it that quickly?
Listen, I know you weren't there, but we didn't know that we were going to run into the Academy on a dis either.
There is one point towards Gef's. We don't know how long these planes have. or what's going to start happening if we don't get this shut down. It's
True.
a risk either way. We risk the planes colliding irreparably, or we risk someone getting their hand on the tablet.
Listen, if we're looking for your friend Bleeznoig to find us again, we might as well give him more time if his presence is going to be more pivotal in getting the tablet itself than it is being there. If we can find the point of intersection where we're going to have to go first, that gives him more time to find us.
As you all are chatting about this, and the ship is moving along, you see that it has started to enter into the wild space, the elemental plane of water. You actually almost feel suddenly that where the ship normally would just kind of rock gently on the astral sea, you see that it starts to kind of like rock as if being hit by waves, partially like on the front of the ship. So you kind of like, right? As you are going into the wild space, and you start to kind of feel like slippery and slimy as there's a lot more moisture in the air and in this space here.
Well, I guess first things first is we should probably all breathe, huh? She's gonna cast water breathing on everyone as a ritual. That takes about 10 minutes.
Awesome. As you
in the meantime, I'm assuming Geff is probably driving. Or steering, just seeing as this is
You'll
his
probably need to do that while I'm doing this.
Ship. I feel like he feels much more ownership over the ship, so he's the one trying to navigate across these more rough, wild space seas. So while the ritual spell's being cast, I think he grunts as she says, well, I think we should probably breathe. He says, and goes and starts trying to like keep us from capsizing or bouncing too much.
This whole time, like, Laura's been talking and engaging, but just like writing in this book that she got a hold of at some point. It's just like, so we've got to decide where we're going. And are we?
It's a matter of urgency versus importance, right? Because like, obviously, getting the tablet is the most important thing, but dealing with the portal and the planes colliding seems to be a bit more urgent.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Are we all cool with Geff holding on to the tablet since none of us can really touch it?
I don't think we really have a choice, do we?
Not at this point.
You don't.
The original plan was to get Zachariah to grab it, but we trust you.
Not to mention the fact that I think that was a good use of Zachariah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Jasmine can't talk right now because she's busy like doing the spell, so she actually has to like keep saying some ritual stuff, but she's nodding.
I have another question while we're on our way here. And Jazz, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it when you can. How do we feel about not maybe necessarily handing this over to Oksani right away?
You guys you and Gift talked to us about y'all's little powwow with her at the end of last session, right?
If we had time, if not, we could say we do it now.
Yeah, no. She doesn't need that thing.
I think, if you want my honest opinion, I think one of the many reasons, other than she's clearly preoccupied with this, I think one of the reasons that she doesn't mind risking this is she thinks she can undo it all if she has both tablets. But
dangerous way to think, though.
Isn't it? That's what I'm thinking. That doesn't mean we can't look into seeing if one tablet will reverse this or that, but you can't operate with the idea that you're going to change the world before you have the ability to change the world in your hands, right?
Exactly. She could destroy everything in pursuit of that. And the ends don't always justify the means, if you ask me.
I'm glad we're all on the same boat. We are all on the same boat. Anyway.
Jake.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Can I see the future? I don't remember exactly how it worked before, but it seems like we have two different paths laid before us here.
Ooh.
You, if you want, can try in this moment to as with your tactician's mind play out how this could shake out. This is it is an intelligence or wisdom check, and it is a DC 20 to try to play this out. I think this is what we did last
Straight intelligence or straight wisdom?
Yep.
Yikes.
Oh, yeah, I can't think of any skill that this would necessarily be applied to.
+1, baby, let's do it. Okay. I think I'm gonna do a wisdom check, and honestly, I think it's fair that it's kind of high because Leon doesn't have a whole lot of information to go off of here, so he's gonna just make this like a wisdom check and then go with his like gut feeling and see what his gut's telling him.
Yeah.
Ooh, not much. That's a 5.
Oh,
You do have luck.
that's true.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's worth using here.
It's still a really hard check.
It's only a +1. Like
I believe you got another.
You can use your intelligence bonus if you wanted to.
It's a +1, homie.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
I'm the one with the +5.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have 2 lucks now, but I don't know if that'll sway your decision.
Shout out to the chat.
Thank
I
you,
might
Quad.
as well. Yeah, if I got one to buy.
Yay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right,
Let's
he's rolling
do
again.
this.
Okay.
Oh,
A 19. No! Oh my god!
So that's a 20.
Wait, no. Wait, did you get 19 or 19 on the die?
19 on
19 on the die.
No, 18 on the
Right?
die +1.
Oh, okay. I forgot that.
Yeah.
thought you were-
I forgot that Beyond does actually add things for you,
There's
which is
no-
convenient but confusing.
Is there any way that anyone else could provide? Is there some skill that somebody has that can provide some bonus to it?
Note to self: raise my intelligence and wisdom.
you mean like guidance?
Yeah, I didn't know if that
I
was.
mean, I can shoot
don't
him,
have
but I don't
guidance.
think that'll help anything.
Okay, go. I'm
could-
getting the reason.
Do I have that prepared? I'm not.
You know what? Let's
I could borrow knowledge him,
Oh,
give him proficiency on it.
that would put it up to where it needs to be, wouldn't it?
+4 proficiency bonus. That would make it.
Yeah,
All right,
you want
I
it,
burn the spell slot.
you burn the spell slot to provide.
Brain blast.
Next,
Oh,
Drizzle
good
is also
reference.
here.
Yeah,
Jasmine,
I'm ready for it.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna bring in Drizzle here.
Mhm.
As Deanna comes and joins us here.
Da da da. Let me leave on my phone.
Oh, look who it is.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hi. I think you're in the right spot. Excuse phone. I said stop.
Wait, I
Yeah,
gotta get in
phone.
my room
Chaos.
real fast.
Okay, let me
Okay,
make
now
sure
I-
that everything's correct.
Chaos.
Yes,
Yeah.
I just have to
Sounds like we're doing
show
skill
Deanna.
checks.
we
I'm
Ta-da,
are.
you're there.
I'm trying to see the future.
Do you have anything to
Like-
buff a skill check? Otherwise, Jazz does, but.
Would levitating help you in any way?
1,000% not.
All right, borrowed knowledge is cast on you.
You cast the spell, you burn the spell slot. Leon, you get that +1 more, and you start to play in your mind sort of just like a chess of these different options. You're laying out your two things as you are flying through wild space. Geoffrey driving the ship, hitting the waves. As Jasmine, you resume casting your water breathing upon the crew. And Leon, as you play this chess game, you're thinking to yourself, right, your two options, which was, do you pursue the tablet first and go after it, or do you instead go and find this point? And Drizzle, as I was describing, as they're coming through wild space, you see that both the elemental plane of water, like a swirling galaxy, and the elemental plane of earth are colliding with each other.
Yeah.
In this moment.
Is there
And,
like a mud puddle, or is it?
From a distance, like coming from the astral sea, it looks like raw chaos. You'd have to be in the planes of existence to sort of kind of see that bit of it, right?
To see the really big mud puddle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To see the
And
spot.
so as you, Leon, are playing this game of chess, or do I go find the point you think where this collision is happening, is there something you're trying to get a sense of what is going to happen in the future?
More like the consequences of each one.
Yeah.
Right?
All right.
If we go for the tablet, will we have enough time to stop whatever's happening?
Yeah.
And
as you try to play it out, you think that no matter what,
oh, shit.
The chaos of these two planes is only going to ever get worse. The longer you wait, the worse this will become. The consequences there, as you're playing them out, you think could be that the effects of whatever this thing is doing is worse. You think that potentially Felix could vanish at some point in time. Like, why would Felix have to stay? That could happen if you wait a long time. However, on the flip side, the consequence there is that if you go there, it's just going to be bad. Like, the longer you wait, the worse it's going to be. If you don't go for the tablet first, you know that there are other people who probably know that this is there. You knew that Bran knew the tablet was there. You knew that Oksani, a Dread Pirate, knew. Could other Dread Pirates know? You know that others might go and hunt it down, especially in this moment of chaos. So the consequences there that you're playing out as you're playing chess is that you think if you choose to not go after the tablet, you may discover that somebody else has grabbed it and you'll have to get it from them. Or if you choose to go if you choose to go for the tablet instead of the central kind of chaotic moment, you know that it's just going to be like significantly worse. As you are playing the future, I want to provide one little bit of something that happens. It takes time to try to play these out, to see these consequences. And as you are all flying along in your ship, moving through wild space, this wild space feels chaotic. It feels tumultuous. It feels like something strange is going on. In a lot of wild spaces, they reflect the plane itself. However, in this wild space, you see not only like occasionally like lapping real waves, like full of water hitting your ship every so often, as well as gravitational waves. You see every so often boulders moving slowly past. Geoffrey's flying the ship and dodging these boulders, but you can see them moving and crashing into waves. And you see as like some water and rock sprays into the wild space, making it very kind of difficult to travel. And then you also pass around a wave and a large boulder as they hit together. You see as you pass around it, Geoffrey, a fleet of 10 Spelljammer Academy ships pass you.
All right.
They miss you entirely.
Captain Leon, I have a suggestion. I know you're kind of thinking right now. I think whatever they want to do is what we do first.
And you see, as you say that, Drizzle, the Spelljammer Academy ships leave wild space and retreat from the plane.
Okay, maybe not that.
Your ship, being as small as it was, seemed to not have been noticed amid this chaos. You saw these much larger galleons, and all 10 leave the plane.
Do you think they dropped someone off, or do you think they're looking for someone? Or maybe neither. I don't know.
We can't rule it out, though. Listen, I still think we need to go for the tablet first. Like, I know it might be a little calloused as far as like two planes of existence crashing into each other, but like, logically speaking, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, the power that tablet holds could be way more catastrophic than whatever happens to the elemental plane of water and earth.
Jazz, what do you think would happen if two planes like fully collapsed in on each other? I mean, I paid attention in class, but
Still doing my ritual, I think, unless that's done by this point, Jake.
Has it been 10 minutes?
I think you're still working on it.
Well,
never mind.
I didn't take the exam, but I can say that my best friend said that everything was coming unraveling at the seams and that all the dimensions were going to come apart, and this was just the beginning. So that might be relevant.
She points at Drizzle.
It's going to get worse either way, though, right? If we stop this, we're not going to stop the entire unraveling, are we?
I don't know.
Neither do I.
And if we stop, I'm just thinking if we stop this and we miss the tablet, and somebody else has it.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you were talking about this when I was kind of zoning out, but like, where are we? Are we like on the deck? Is like Sonny around?
No,
we're on a skip.
Yeah, we're
on the way to the elemental
Okay,
plane.
so I lower my voice anyway. I said, okay, so Gilf can't have it. Are we like just giving it to Geff? Do we know what we're doing with the rock?
The rock?
The the tablet.
Oh,
I'm imagining it like the 10 Commandments. It's carved into stone.
it might be. I don't know what the 10 Commandments are. I have thoughts about this. They're not fully formed, but I have thoughts. But okay, look, if we get those two tablets together, that's scary shit. I'm not saying we can't do it, but I am saying that honestly, anything selfish means, like, I'm not saying we can't be selfish people, but we have to consider the consequences. And if anyone gets a hold of these two tablets together, we have like a whole world of other situations that we have to think about. Like, anyone could change the whole world with these tablets. We could change the world. But that's a lot of responsibility. And I know I don't want Spelljammer to have them both.
Spelljammer, Smolder, Oksani, anybody, listen, full disclosure, I don't know if I want to use them for anything. I just want to make sure that no one else uses them to start fucking with shit that they don't understand.
Oh, exactly. I mean, we would take the tablets with a mean to do good, and yet.
So.
Or a mean to further our own needs, just like anyone else is going to.
Hey, Geff, you're the only one of us who can actually like touch the tablet. You wouldn't do anything like freaky with it, right?
He finishes like pulling around a big rock. He's been focusing on trying to just like not crash the skiff, and goes, "What? No, of course I don't want to use it. I don't care. I'm a first man. Okay, I'm going for dread piracy, but I'm not one to. I don't care about power. It's not what I'm thirsty for. If you guys can't touch it, fine, I'll grab it, but I don't want to use it, and I will not give it to Oksani. But listen,
I trust you.
Listen, if we, and he goes around another boulder, trying to dodge things around. Listen, if someone else gets the tablet, we can get it from them. If we let things get worse at the collision of these two planes, that just gets worse.
I mean, if the whole thing unravels and we want to try and fix it, then we're operating under the same thing we just yelled at Oksani, or didn't yell at Oksani for, but the thing that we're saying that Oksani can't do. We can't operate, you can't bet with debt, right? You got to bet with what you have in your hands. I mean, I don't know.
I think stopping whatever's happening here is putting a Band-Aid on a much larger problem. Everything's unraveling. We could stop it. We might only be able to slow it down. But I know that tablet, getting that piece off of the board for nobody else to be able to grab, knowing that we have that, sure, we might could use it to undo whatever happens here or something else. But at the very, very, very least, we know that, you know, no one else is using it to try to rewrite the galaxy or anything like that.
I mean, I think we'd need both to try and stop this if the planes collapse on each other, if we survive that. But
yeah, there's also the chance.
I think Geff, while steering the ship, looks down at Jazz, who's still casting a spell, completely red-faced, and just trying to, like, as fast as possible get this ritual spell out. She's like, should we wait to finish having this conversation till the person who's actually connected to the something? I don't know what she was saying, but she's the magic one. Should we wait for her to show up to finish this conversation?
Oh, did she tell us about being woven into the weave?
no, she just said that she's kind of like.
I think Geoffrey just mentioned
magic.
She's the magic person. Should we wait for the magic person to be able to weigh in on this? That seems important.
I would trust Jazz's opinion on this more than mine.
Well,
Jazz,
I'm
blink for
also
how many minutes
magical,
you have
by the
left.
way.
I don't know. Do
What'd
you
you
know
say,
how many
Drizzle?
minutes do I have?
I'm also magical. I don't understand what's happening, and I do think that we should get Jazz's opinion. It's just really important for you to know.
As you stand there and wait, it is a grueling one more minute. You all just sort of stand around waiting.
Oh no, Laura goes back to her book. She's like, I'm not gonna stare at Jazz. Everyone else is doing that. She just goes straight back to the book she's writing in.
The minute ticks on, and eventually comes to a close.
Okay. Imagine that's what all spells in D&D sound like.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, Jazz. So, Captain wants to do one thing, and everybody else wants to do something else. What do you think?
Oh, I heard.
That's a great way to put it.
While I respect our captain's decision on this, I think that it might be more pressing that we resolve the shattering of the two planes, because it's going to get more unpredictable, getting the tablet will be worse and harder, and it might kill me.
Might kill you?
Well, magic just might be tearing itself apart right now, so the two casters on our group might find themselves unable to do anything.
I'm so glad that we waited, because this is an important detail.
Yes, the weave is ripping itself apart.
I mean,
It's unraveling.
Again, though, do we know that if stopping this particular event is going to stop the weave from unraveling, or are we just putting
you think, yeah, Brandon, I'm hearing you mentioning that, right? So you think that yeah, if you stop what's happening in between these two planes, that you will like potentially stop the unraveling from occurring.
Oh,
yeah.
Also, can we afford to guess?
I think after Jazz throws her opinion Geff's way, Geff, while still steering the ship, says, Jazz, consult your map, take us to the collision of the planes.
Captain, I recognize what you're saying, but don't worry. If someone else gets a hold of that tablet, we'll just kill him.
yeah, we're gonna have to.
I mean, it'll probably be Smolder anyways, right? Two birds, one stone.
Maybe.
Because that's what we wanted—a dread pirate with the tablet in this. Okay.
The dread pirate gets it, and then we have to kill that dread pirate. That's 2 dread pirate openings, and we don't have to compete anymore.
No, it would be the same.
Oh, never mind.
You sail into
The grandfather clock domain.
Sorry, I'm sorry, I didn't realize you guys could hear that.
wild.
That was wonderfully dramatic.
Damn.
Ominous.
I
I was like,
was
what is
like,
I
I
happening?
my
couldn't
own
plan that
audio.
any better.
Yeah, I looked at my own audio, and as the clock tolls, you fly into the elemental plane of fire.
Right.
As your spell finishes casting, all of you can breathe underwater. And as you fly, you notice that the rock and kind of tidal wave collisions, more tidal waves than rocks are starting to emerge as you pass through wild space. And eventually you see, as you go through wild space itself and arrive into the elemental plane of water. Your ship hits water itself, plunging into it, and you now find yourselves surrounded entirely by water. You notice that your gravitational field of your ship is protecting you for the most part from like getting washed away. So the ship is going to keep you on itself, but you are like drenched as you are there. One of the things you immediately notice as you arrive in the elemental plane of water is that there seems to be an ever-present flow moving along the elemental plane of water in a direction. From your schooling and your just awareness of the planes, the elemental plane of water is an infinite domain of water. There is said to be a seabed. No one's really ever seen it. There is said to be a surface, and no one has ever seen it. There are also not really any true current in the elemental plane of water. However, as you are floating in it, there is very clearly a current moving in a direction. Yeah, moving eastward.
Do you guys know about baths?
About what?
That's
Baths, like a bathtub?
Like
Oh.
I've
a
never taken one.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
But
haven't.
like when you pull it, all the water goes down into the drain. Do we think maybe the big hole is that way?
Most likely.
For someone not very well acquainted with water, that is surprisingly wise.
Thank you. I do
As-
have a little bit of water ancestry. I am a cloud. 1/16th water elemental.
1/16.
Do you get? Did you get a scholarship to Spelljammer for that?
Did you sign up for
No.
Ancestry? That's impressive.
Thank you. No, I committed fraud to get into Spelljammer.
Oh,
No.
Hey, remember what we don't tell people that. That's one of those behind the curtain things. Remember?
Is Geoffrey? I lower my voice. Is Geoffrey in front of the curtain?
Geoffrey and
No.
Nark?
No, he's. I guess you're good. You're right. This ship is technically the curtain. Okay.
The ship travels along. You see this current moving, and you also notice these colossal water bubbles floating up every so often. And some of them you actually see like creatures living on little plots of land in those water bubbles as you pass by them. You see that they look to be like little bits of sand or dirt, or in some cases weirdly like mossy, almost algae like trees are in these bubbles that you are like a little submarine passing by, and people are in them. And you notice all these bubbles are also moving with the current, moving in the same direction, much slower, but moving in that direction. Eventually, as you continue traveling, you see what looks to be like a rocky outcropping floating among the water. It looks to be almost like it appears to be some sort of colossal rocky hand and arm is floating along in the water as well, always moving with the same current you are traveling with. And then you, yeah.
Do I recognize this as something that's very? I mean, this seems obvious, but from the time Geoffrey has spent in the elemental plane of Earth, does this look like a big giant arm of an element, like an Earth elemental that's just chilling now in the elemental plane of water?
Yep.
Cool. I think he sees that floating by and goes, I think we're getting close, or this has been happening longer than we thought.
That's a big one.
As you say that, you do see all of you ahead of you like a sheet of shimmering water, completely vertical in front of you. The look as if like the way that water pours out of like a faucet in a kitchen, right? It's just filled with bubbles. As you look at it, you see that type of sheet expanding endlessly to either side of you and above and below your ship, but like a wall in front of you. Beyond that ship, you can see in the elemental plane of water, there's not a lot of light. It is pretty dark here at all times, but beyond that sheet, you think that sheet almost glows as if there is light beyond it.
Felix's portal seems to be a little bit bigger than the last one.
Let's have some time to work on it.
I'm sorry. I feel like I should have asked before this point. Who's Felix?
An asshole.
An asshole we used to go to school with.
He's incredibly intelligent, but worse off for it.
Complete dickhead.
Cool.
He also made a portal between planes, which now appears to be making them collide.
That's his big thing. He's into like no borders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just messing shit up.
He once got Bliznoik killed because he thought he was more important than him, is what I gathered afterward that happened. Didn't really matter why. I still punched him in the face, but you know.
We're pretty sure, and by pretty sure I mean that he told us in an email to Bliznoik that he made this. So hopefully we can like talk to him about it. Is that the plan?
I think he needs help with it, which is mostly going to be a Bleeze thing, but you guys might be able to do something.
Yeah, I think the plan is to find Felix. Hopefully Bleeze is with him, and
or heading this way.
Yeah, and see what we can do.
I have a follow-up question that might be related, because we are just being pulled by the current right now. Do we have a way to stop before we just go fall off the waterfall?
I mean, I was following the current, like on purpose, but we could turn around if we wanted to. I just figured the current, as your previous suggestion noted, it's like pulling the plug in a bathtub. I was just going along with that, but if we wanted to stop, we can stop. And Geoffrey stops the skiff just to show he can. No, we can stop.
Okay.
Cool.
You
watching Jake like a hawk.
You continue traveling, and you draw closer to this sheet of water, and then you see, sort of looming out of the darkness ahead of you, a colossal looking like stone wall with a cave entry to it. You can see that like a huge tunnel has been bored into the wall. As your ship continues along, you're going to be going into that tunnel.
That might be where it is.
Man-made?
What?
It looks man-made?
As you're looking at it, you actually see that it looks not man-made. It looks more like just naturally carved.
Geoffrey calls from the helm. Are we going in that hole?
Should I use the map to see if that's where we should go before we go into
Have you
random
not
holes?
been working on the map, Jazz? Come on.
I was gonna see if we needed to, because there's a chance it'll explode if, I use it too many times.
Yeah.
All right, fair. Sorry I yelled. I'm just kind of stressed.
No, we all are. It's fair. Yeah, let's go in there.
Okay. I will use the map as an action and see if the hole is...
DC 10 charisma check.
All right.
Is that Brandon or Leon looking like they're losing the will?
You sure it's charisma, Jake? I'm not a charisma caster.
Advantage. I can do the help action, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Advantage.
Oh, I get advantage now?
Yeah.
Cool.
What does it look like, Leon? Jasmine is pouring over the map. Well, how does Leon?
Oh, I'm just like leaning over his shoulder, like backseat driving, just like.
I know what I'm doing.
Here's the cave right there. Is that where we're supposed to go?
So that would be a 16.
16? All right. As the map flares to life, you pull it open, you can see that like stars and celestial bodies begin to rise up off of this map. You see as you begin to almost shuffle through them, using your will to move through the map itself, pushing aside nebula, planets, the like, looking at the multiverse itself. You see that this, as you draw closer, reflects the two planes colliding in with each other, both the elemental plane of water and earth. And you see as you zoom in again onto these planes and zoom in closer, and then you see as as you zoom in even closer, that the image, the object that emerges, you can almost see your little ship, like a little 3D ship moving along like a little holograph. And the thing ahead of you is a colossal, the map is trying to do it justice, but you can see that it looks like a large hole with 2 holes above it, and it slowly comes into view that you are moving into a mouth.
Oh, stop the ship.
And the ship goes into the mouth for
What?
a second as you are recognizing this huge elemental that you are driving into. The current is moving in, and the map reveals that at the bottom, like now directly down below you, seemingly through the elemental, is where the boop, boop, the
Oh, it's
ping,
through the elemental.
the thing you're looking for.
Oh, that's not disconcerting at all. I didn't know elementals had digestive tracts. Oh,
Hopefully,
You
Yeah.
see,
How does he have to digest us twice?
you see that however big this thing is, it is so big that whatever movements it's doing, you aren't noticing. But you can see as you draw towards the mouth and enter into it, this colossal cave, you can see as bits of it seem to be falling away into the elemental plane of water. And then you go into the darkness, and you suddenly find, Geoffrey, as you're flying the ship, that you are no longer like surrounded by water. You are on a full-on river. You are going on a river.
Light,
Yeah.
please, light.
I cast light on something.
do we not have a headlights on this
Under the
ship?
skiff?
oh, we
Yeah,
might.
you can turn it on.
Drizzle just sits on the front of the boat and lights her.
Yeah, Drizzle, you're like one of those
I'm a little
mermaids
mermaid
that
on the
they
front of
put
the
on the front of the boat.
Geoffrey knows Drizzle can fly, right? Like out ahead.
Well, he might think that I can do that.
I'm gonna think he's gonna make that assumption and go, Drizzle, fly out ahead and watch for rocks. As he flicks the front light on and to accompany her wonderful light, and starts trying to navigate this river inside this super regular cave. That's just a cave for
Totally
sure,
normal.
for sure.
No,
Yeah,
we
totally
definitely
normal.
know. We
Definitely know it's
know.
totally a cave.
You are fully like starting to do it, and Drizzle, what does it look like?
Well, Drizzle can't fly. So she's just gonna send her bubble out. Send her bubble out to go look and cast light on him and have him boop all around like a little floating flashlight in front of us. She can
Cool.
fly for about 3 seconds at a time, which doesn't seem super helpful in this situation.
I can fly for 3 seconds if I have a trampoline. That's pretty fun.
I also have dancing lights, so if this helps at all to illuminate the cavern around us, 4 like torch-sized lights kind of come around.
All these lights emerge, your headlights are going on as you start to
We have very good
Like
visibility.
Thank you.
You're surfing this river on the ship as your skiff is going down it. You see as it hits a rock and you kind of just surf along. You're noticing that the river is spiraling down and you're having to dodge rocks as you go.
Is
And as
there
you're
like
all
a stalactite uvula?
Yeah, basically, right?
thing in the
Like you
back
see
of the
this
throat.
huge stalactite, and then you see as it starts to curve down as you're going down the throat, and you can see as you're going down, you hear "Yeehaw!" and you watch as coming out of other parts of the elemental, you see all these water genasi all riding like what looks to be like different animals, or one of them is riding a water elemental, all come flying in alongside you as you are surfing down this part of the stone elemental. You see as one of them pulls up alongside, this one is sort of pointing at the other ones, being like, right on, yeah, woo! And you see as they turn, looking, riding on the back of a water elemental, and they appear to be sort of like just fairly androgynous individual. You see that they have like very shaved sides of their heads, and then their head, and then their hair is put up in like a very pronounced coif in front of them. and it's sort of almost like flickers back, and you see water spraying from it. They are built like surfer bods type style as they're going.
Bodhi life.
They got the perm.
As they look over and go, "Yo, you surf?
No.
Right on. You're doing it right now. You're doing great.
What does it look like we're doing?
Racing to the bottom. How about that? It sound good?
Are we, Jazz? Are we where we're supposed to be?
It's at the bottom.
They don't seem nervous.
Damn it!
What's at the bottom?
What's at the bottom?
Yeah, you said
I
race
don't
to
go
the
down
bottom.
that far.
Huh?
I'll race you to kind of like near the bottom, but I'm not going all the way down.
Well, how do we know where the finish line is?
Oh, my friends will go and make it ahead of us.
Why not?
Definitely.
Yeah, okay. No, sure, fine. Geoffrey, we are not racing. We are following them.
What are the rules of this race?
Survive.
Just to have a good time, you know? It's a fun time down here. Woo!
Cool.
It's a fun time. Okay. I guess they aren't aware that.
Don't ruin it for them, Captain.
No, listen, if you've never met a water genasi before, this is normal. This is normal.
Okay, if you say so.
And you see as they go, you go to the bottom, I'll give you some support, whatever you need. If you lose though, what are you gonna give me?
What do you want?
I want to get out of this plane. How about that?
There's some beautiful new property opening up very near to you, depending on if we lose.
Depending on how things go, huh? Yeah.
Sounds good. You give me a house if I beat you to the bottom. See you
No,
there.
what? No.
And the elemental and the genasi start to take off. All right.
Geoffrey says, "Okay."
You guys are racing or kind of moving along. Leon,
right,
you
hold on to
like just
something.
follow him, but
Hold on.
No. Geoffrey's far too competitive for this. He's going to win this race.
Geoffrey, you don't have. Okay. All
Hey,
right.
can I
Shut up!
Like 5 of them.
what?
It sounds like me and Geoffrey are going in hard. Geoffrey, what are you doing?
Doing everything in my power to win this freaking race out. Geoffrey asked after the rules because he was very tempted to just pull out his pistol and shoot the guy who was going to race him to win the race, but decided against it. After it was just, we're going to have some fun. He's like, okay, we'll have some fun, and is going to start racing.
Jasmine rolls her eyes, pulls down the Plague Doctor mask, and then we'll cast haste on Geoffrey. Geoffrey. I didn't say that out loud.
If he hears you say that, he will stop steering the ship and headbutt you.
Awesome.
Drizzle casts lightning lure to try to lasso the 3 closest water genasi.
We're only racing one of them.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. They were
Oh
close.
no, they're all going down.
They're the.
Yeah, no, you notice
They're
that
making
they're
the
all,
finish line.
They're kind of all part of it, right?
Oh.
You've made a bet with one, but the other ones are all going along. You've seen some had gone really far ahead. You think those are the ones that are going to go set up the finish line, but there are other ones who are racing alongside you. You see that like one of them is like fully just like wearing like just like a very tight pair of Speedo pants and is fully riding on the back of a dolphin, just, and you hear the dolphin like just screaming every so often as it jumps up in the air. You see that another one is just fully like going along right like with a seagull on their shoulder, and they're just holding like what is like a stone surfboard and is using that to go down the thing. And you see the one riding the water elemental is also going, and I'm gonna have everybody roll initiative for you.
Sure.
You might not want to ask to race a pirate.
16.
21?
16.
Somebody, I'm going to say this right now. Somebody needs to get off and surf because our boat is cumbersome. My vote is for Lore, who is the most agile among us, but that is up to her.
I
What are you
might
gonna-
give her a run for her money.
I could turn someone into an animal.
17. I'm a literal hippo. Do you know how quickly hippo can swim?
Hippos
Oh, so I'm driving.
True that.
All right, Drizzy got a 21.
Mhm.
17 for Geff. What was Jazz?
16.
Laura?
7.
Thank you. And then Leon?
16.
Laura might get off and surf just for fun.
Drizzle, as you start off, you see that there is a group of them just swimming down next to you, kind of surfing. Your ship is also riding these waves, dodging rocks, going down. And Drizzle, what do you do?
Drizzle would like to send out, it's just a cantrip, but lightning lure. If they're within 15 feet of her, she can just send out. Oh, that can only do one dude. Never mind. That can only do one dude. She's trying to knock as many people over as possible. Never mind. That is way too rude. She's just gonna jump at somebody and try to knock him off of his surfboard and take a surfboard.
Okay, cool. Yeah, all right.
I don't have a spell. I can use lightning lure to pull him off, I guess, but I'm just trying to take the surfboard. I'm not gonna win.
I'm really happy Drizzle and I are on the same page.
All right, this is
for lightning lure, they need to make us a strength save because I'm essentially lassoing them with lightning.
Oh, you want to lightning lure them?
Yes, I can only do the one dude, which is why my plan changed.
Okay, horrible.
The save is
doesn't matter. They got a 2 on the die.
Okay.
Nice.
And then I want to just jump on. Is it a dolphin? What's there now for me?
This one is definitely a dolphin. Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it animal handling for me to just leap on this thing? What am I doing?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna animal handling. That's gonna be a -1. Let's see how this goes.
Nice.
Oh, 17!
17. You take a lasso, throw it, and immediately hits the genasi, and you see it falls off, hits the water. You leap over, soaring and floating for a second, and you hear the dolphin going, yes, and you land on the dolphin, and they're fully surfing the dolphin now, going down.
Okay, that's gonna be my turn.
Awesome, Brad. All right, Geffrey. If you want to do it with a ship, you're just making a shipwright check.
And I just want to double check. We're still an okay distance from whatever the finish line is going to be, right? This is still anyone's race.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna try to play fair first and prove that I can drive my ship better than they can surf.
Okay, since we're doing initiative, you don't have haste yet.
15 for a shipwright.
15? Awesome, rad. Yeah, you managed to keep the ship going along, and you are just dodging rocks, using your ship. Your actions that you can use successfully with that 15, right? And we'll just apply that for this time. Is that you can try to speed up, you can have the ship slow down, or you can have the ship bump into other people.
Ooh. I think Geffrey can be cocky when he wants to be, and just wants to speed up and get ahead of them. He wants them to eat his spray.
Like the front of the ship lifts up as we.
Yeah. You speed up, getting ahead of, and you can see that up ahead of you, like right in pace with you at this moment in time, is the genasi who is riding the water elemental. They seem to be the fastest of the crew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Awesome. Jasmine.
Since we're just having a good time, does anyone want to be a sperm whale?
No, I'm a hippo.
You're driving.
Clearly superior. I'm also driving.
No.
Looks at Lore.
No. At least make me a dolphin.
What, giant sperm whales? You'll have so much better health. And you can knock things around. It's just as fast.
If you like sperm whales so much, you'll be a sperm whale.
I'm not participating. This is silly.
I appreciate the offer. I'd rather retain some of my intelligence.
They're
Probably close to a dolphin.
creatures. Looks at Leon. I mean,
Think of it.
I can make you into a dolphin. You just have a very high chance of hurting yourself and going out of that form.
Absolutely not.
It's a sperm whale.
I don't want to be chasing. I want to be Leon.
Very well. I'll just watch. I don't have. I mean,
Weren't you gonna cast haste?
I could.
What happened to that plan?
All right, Jazz, what are you gonna do?
Just so we don't die, I'll cast haste on our hippo man.
Okay.
Maybe that'll help him maneuver better.
You cast spells. Haste is cast upon Geoffrey. Geoffrey, you are manipulating. You're moving more. You can now take 2 actions on your turn with the shipwright check. One of them is driving the ship. One of them can be off of the driving the ship at this point.
Oh, that will be nice.
Yeah, because the haste does not apply to the ship as a whole. So
I could probably swing that if I wanted to.
And with the way these ships are steered, because does this have the same type of design where I don't need to be using my hands, or am I using my hands? Oh, okay,
you don't
cool.
have to use your hands.
Oh, good. Geoffrey casually pulls the very big gun off his back and just kind of hangs on to it for the moment.
As you are going along, Leon, you're coming up next. You see that your ship has pulled up alongside the Genasi with the shaved head, and they look over across you riding the water elemental, and they go, "Y'all, this is going to be a pretty good race so far. But you trying to get past the quarantine zone? Is that what you wanted?"
The quarantine zone.
They're talking directly to you, Leon.
We were just trying to win the race.
Yo, you were asking me what's at the bottom of this race, right?
Yeah.
Giant hole, quarantine zone. That's what they say, at least. We're not allowed down there.
Giant hole. I'll look over at Jasmine because she looked at the map earlier. Giant hole. That's where we going.
At the bottom.
Yeah. The quarantine zone. That's exactly where we need to go.
Yeah, man. I can help you get in there if you beat me.
Deal.
I want more than a house, though, or it better be a good house, right? No little shack for me.
I'll get you a duplex. How about that?
Yeah, that works if I get both.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it my turn now?
It is your turn, Leon.
Leon's on board. Okay. Can I? So, my question is, I have 2 questions. Number 1, does Starboard have like a stun setting on it, or does it only?
I don't think so. I think James would need to do that for you.
Okay. My second question is, would it be poor form to shoot this guy?
I feel like we don't have enough information to answer that question.
I would say, for the sake of transparency and fairness, lightning lure is supposed to do damage, and I chose not to do damage. Could he, I shoot him in the Achilles tendon for no damage, or no?
Could I do that?
Yeah, you could, or you could shoot the water elemental and hurt that and try to slow that down.
You could shoot the guy who has a stone surfboard. You could shoot his surfboard.
Try to flip the surfboard.
If you want to
the
be on
uvula.
No. That's a good point because I think I just need to shoot something. So yeah, I'm gonna try to shoot.
Been there.
I'm gonna try to shoot this guy's surfboard and get him out. So the guy who we're racing, what is he on? He's the one on the dolphin.
Yeah.
I don't want to kill a dolphin. I don't even want to shoot.
No. The leader is on a water elemental.
The leader is
Driscoll
on.
is now on a dolphin. There's a person on a stone surfboard, and those are currently. There are 2 that are competing against you currently.
I want to shoot the guy on the stone surfboard. All right, I want to shoot the surfboard out from underneath.
Yeah, red. Take a shot.
All right, so he'll pull out starboard. I'll take aim and pew pew pew. Let's see. That is not a great. That's an 11. That probably misses, right?
Yep.
Okay. Second shot. Come on, Leon, don't fail me now. Much better. Okay, that's a 25. So with that, I'm going to use one of my what are they called? One of my little commander action things.
Yeah.
Maneuvering strike. When I hit with a weapon attack, expend 1 superiority die. Add the total to the damage roll, whatever. But I can allow a creature that can see or hear me to move up to half its speed without provoking opportunity attacks from the target of my attack. So I'm going to target Geoffrey with that and allow him to move half his speed faster for this turn.
Ren, all right. The ship surges up ahead. You see as your shot shoots deal the damage to the surfboard.
Yeah, it's gonna be
By
a
the
lot.
way, I forgot to mention this. Now we have 2 blesses and we have a curse.
Damn. Oh my god.
Because this happened way
follow-
earlier before we were in combat.
on Bunny's behalf, she was or I don't know their part. They were desperately trying to bless Jake and curse us, and that didn't end up happening.
It's true. So we have, I'll go in order. One from Hasher Actor, a bless of 5.
What up, Christian?
He left already, unfortunately, but he gave everybody luck where he left.
Came in, blessed us, give us luck.
Ran
Peaced
away.
out.
Yeah.
Solid, bro.
Then we have a 8 on a curse.
Okay.
And then we have a 6 on the next bless from McBluff. And the curse was from Pixelated Bunny. Thank you.
Awesome, Brad. How much damage do you do?
21.
21. Awesome.
Wow.
So any one of you will be able to choose if you want to just get a gun. You'll get an additional 2d6 damage. If you would
Somebody
like.
has a gun now.
That's right. One of you also will have it was a bless, right? A bless of what was the other bless?
There was a 6 on a bless.
I think it was a 5 and a 6.
All right, cool. I got that one too. All right, cool. We'll deal with that in a minute.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully that doesn't happen to any of us.
So, you watch as you shoot the surfboard with 21, and you do the maneuvering strike. I'm gonna make a saving throw to try to dodge this. The curse, unfortunately, was that they auto fail their next save.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So if you pull out the gun, you take aim, you shoot, it hits the surfboard. The surfboard ding, 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 bounces around, and the Genasi fully falls off of it, hits the water, and disappears into it as the surfboard's flying. The surfboard
a gun comes flying out of his swim trunks and lands on the deck of our boat. That's how we get the gun.
How to get the gun?
I believe the audience member gets to determine that, but Christian left.
Sorry.
So it's up to random chance now.
Oh, got it. And you see as the surfboard flies and hits into the side of the ship, like kind of just like embedding itself into the side of your skiff there, and it's now just stuck into the side of your skiff as your ship is going down. You see as the leader of the surfers, the one left, goes, "Oh man, you really." I've lost it. I lost every bit of how I did that. I hate that. That was left me.
I left him speechless.
Left me speechless. You see as oh man, you're really killing the vibe. Hey! And starts shouting and then gives this loud whistle. Slow him down! And you see us coming, like surging up behind. You see like 6 of these Genasi all riding. One of them's riding a manatee. One of them's riding what looks to be like a stingray. You see they're all riding different like sea creatures. And you see as they all reach up and start swirling water lassos.
Oh, well, this just got interesting. Okay.
Awesome. The ship is a little bit ahead of, like, is one step ahead of the Genasi as you continue going along. And at Lore, it's your turn in this moment.
Well, was gonna just surf, but now I gotta figure out what to do about these people trying to slow us down. Can my glaive reach any of them? That does feel kind of rude. We are at the moment doing non-damage.
You can just hold them. You can just
yeah, like I was gonna say the other side of my glaive, but I think it's got a 2-side. Are there things I can like? Are there expendable things on the boat that I can just kind of throw at these guys to kind of throw them off?
Yeah, drizzle.
I'm not on the boat anymore.
Looking around, Laura, you see there's a surfboard embedded in the side of the ship. You could grab a bunch of barrels if you wanted to. The ship has light weaponry that you could, if you want, try to like use to shoot at folks. It's mostly like repeater crossbows sort of situation. Yeah.
I would like to check if some of the if we have maybe barrels. I would like to check and make sure there's no supplies in them, and then start yeeting the barrels off the back of the ship so that they're because the people who are lassoing are coming from behind, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna start yeeting the barrels off the back of the ship so that we can play some weird dodgems video game with them now.
Like you are fully like picking them up, throwing them over your
head.
Like
Donkey Kong style.
You see it's like give me a strength check or dexterity, either one in this case.
I will take Could I argue athletics?
Yeah.
Cool. I will do that. I am. And we'll see how we do. Why did I put my D20 away? Why am I like this? Okay, got it. I'm gonna use my luck because that's a 3.
Yeah.
And I don't like that number. I like that number better. That is a total of 22.
You see as you're rolling these barrels, you see one of the Genasi like fully goes and goes, ha! And jumps over it, fully with fist up, jump over. You see as the manatee that they were surfing dives underneath the barrel. However, the Genasi right behind them, riding what looks to be like a starfish, has fully just like and gets hit and just rolls off into the water.
I need you, Jake. You can't just throw that out there and move it. How was the starfish like? How was the starfish moving along at this rate?
Oh,
I agree. This is important.
The starfish was like going as straight as possible with all of its legs, and then every so often it just slides along the water, and then every so often you'll see is it will go and kind of like scuttle across rocks and then keep going with the Genasi.
Okay.
Perfect.
So glad.
The starfish now is fully released of its charge, and the starfish though is trying to keep up. It's just sort of going, but the Genasi that it was riding has fallen off. Cool. Lore, you have thrown these.
And just shouts, hey, watch out, there's some barrels!
And then you hear them go, hey, watch out, there's some barrels, look out! All right, I'm gonna, oh my God. Jesus. You see as one of the Genasi with the water whip throws it, and with a natural one, just totally biffs it, clips his own legs, and rolls off into the water, failing entirely.
Poor guy.
However, that was brutal.
That's
You see as two of the Genasi latch the water whips around the edges of the ship itself, like the wings and the kind of the pieces of the skiff that they can hook onto. And you see as one of them loops around what seems to be that stone surfboard that has embedded itself in the ship. And you see as they go, 1, 2, 3, and they start to heave, and the ship slows down, and the Genasi with the water elemental has caught up to you.
Huh?
Awesome. That is the bottom of the round. Drizzle, it is your turn.
Oh no. Okay, I don't really have a plan.
Where's the starfish?
It is scuttling, moving alongside. You are riding on the back of your dolphin there as the dolphin's just like swimming along, going, and the starfish is about like 20 feet behind.
The starfish. Okay, so I can't. Because really what Drizzle is imagining in her heart of hearts right now is having one foot on the starfish and one on the dolphin, but that doesn't seem to be coming to fruition.
You could do it. You just have to back up a little bit.
No. If she's gonna skedaddle, then she's gonna skedaddle, all right? I think what she's gonna do,
she's just gonna real quick, essentially, she's still lit up, I think, from light, and she's just going to kind of put her hands on her shoulders, and it almost like a thin layer of, the bubbles with the beautiful iridescent sheen just seems to cover her skin. She's gonna give herself some false life because she might get hurt here. And she will use that to do her full dash action, which is 70 feet plus 15 feet of just her and her dolphin floating beautifully through the air because she cast a first level spell and used her bonus action to do her little fluffy sky thing. And she does just essentially like a little, the little Barbie twist toys that just like that, and then turns around and goes, yeah, sweet loose. Is that what you guys say?
And you're going ahead?
Why not? It's fine.
Yeah, all right. Drizzle, you go on ahead, and as you get up there, you're now you've moved up ahead and are kind of leaving everyone else behind for a moment. You can see that there is a full waterfall coming up that you will have to all jump across. Like, it looks like you are entering a part of the golem, the elemental that has fallen away, and you have to jump a waterfall and a ravine to keep going in the
Okay. Okay, so I will very helpfully say, there is a waterfall.
Okay. Gaffrey, as your ship is moving along, you know that this waterfall is just coming up here. What would you like to do? You are hasted. You can take an action, and then your normal action. Your ship action.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the shipwright action first, just to see kind of what the how many of the remaining lasso people are left?
The lassos. There are 3 lassos on you.
And how close are the people holding the if physically?
They're within 15 feet. You could have the ship ram them.
Are they within 15? Are they close to one another, or are they spread out?
They are all within 10 feet of each other.
Okay. I think before trying to get the ship to go any faster, I think he's going to pointedly ignore his rival ship, but try to take care of the ones who are holding the lassos by pulling out his big gun across his back and taking a shot and hitting the water directly in front of them to try to not to hit them specifically. I don't think he wants to hurt them. Yeah. At least not super directly or intentionally, but just make a huge blast in the water in front of them to just throw them all off if possible.
Cool. Okay. Go for it.
That is going to be a 15 to hit.
15? You shoot, the water comes up. I'm going to use that as my DC to see they manage to, as your gun shoots off, huge scout.
Silvery barbs. Let's see that again.
Okay.
Spicy.
You may roll with advantage, Josh. So
they get disadvantage, and then I can give advantage to somebody else.
Got it. All right, I'm gonna roll again. Okay. You see as your water gout sprays up, and Drizzle, you hear, "If you believe it is true." You see almost for a second like a pause, and then the water surges up even higher. You see as only one of these 3 genasi dodge out of the way of the water as the other 2 fully just hit it. You see as the one with the manta ray that they were surfing on, the manta ray goes up it, and then you hear the genasi go, "No, what are you doing? No, we're not supposed to ride this." And then they just surge off and go in a different direction. And the other one you see fully is going, and you see that they're riding a seahorse, and they're going on that seahorse, and the seahorse goes, and rears back, and the genasi fully just falls off the back of the seahorse and is in the water.
I look to Geoffrey after that, and I do a big, and you have advantage on whatever roll you make next.
All right, Geoffrey. Right next to you, you see is the water genasi riding the water elemental. Otherwise, there is 2 water genasi still behind.
Sure. So I think it was. So that's I have to use my second attack on my turn to reload my big gun. But I think he's going to use his second turn through haste to use his shipwright action to try to see if he can, despite the lasso still pulling him back, at least try to get ahead of. He just wants to show he's just better.
Yeah, you go ahead a little.
Ooh, that's going to be hard to beat. So with advantage, the first roll is a 25.
Heck yeah.
The second roll is a 24. So I'll take the 25.
Damn. All right. You surge forward with the ship, and you are rocketing up, increasing your speed as you're going to go and make a jump coming up here.
Heck yeah, I'm getting a bunch of speed.
Jasmine.
Hello.
Then Leon.
Okay, so we've got one lasso-y still holding us?
Yeah, it's connected to this stone surfboard, still dragging you back. You can see that the genasi is kind of like, woohoo, yeah, this is a good fish.
Okay.
He's having a blast.
So we're not hurting them, it seems like. So he's gonna need to make a con save for me. As I use Toll the Stricken.
Cool, natural 1.
Natural 1, cool, he's poisoned.
Okay.
And will remain that way until he gets a correct save, I believe. And he has to beat a 17.
Cool. You can see yes, yeah, oh, that's a good fish. Vomiting into the water, as oh no, I should not have had that food earlier. Oh god, oh no, those burritos. And you see as they are just vomiting as you're going along. They are sick and they are poisoned. They have disadvantage on these checks. So awesome. Anything else you were gonna do, Jess?
That was my action. Do I have any cool bonus actions? Nope. That's my turn.
All right, cool. The Genasi who's riding against you says, riding with the elemental next to you, or now behind you on the ship, goes, hell no, I gotta catch up. Come on, let's go, water elemental. And you hear this like water slap for a moment, and then the water elemental surges forward and is now caught back up to your ship. You then see as the Genasi uses the same sort of lasso and looks and I'm gonna take a spot here, connects with you, Leon, and tries to lash you with the water lash.
Oh wait, there's a gun on the deck.
Yeah.
That's a bonus action, right?
Just shoot it.
Jasmine can move the gun if she would like.
I'll take the gun.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shoot the water elemental.
All right, good luck.
Cool. I don't know how that works.
+6 to hit, 2d6 + 4.
Cool.
Shooting a gun is a bonus action?
Yeah, because it's mimicking the cannon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Does a 10 hit the water elemental?
A 10 does not.
Okay. Whoa, that's a lot of kickback on
And the cannon stays true.
You kick back with the gun, Jasmine shooting it. It shoots past the water elemental, as you see, but the Genasi sort of moves with it to dodge out of the way, throwing the lasso, and the lasso lands short, not grabbing you, Leon. Awesome. Leon, it's your turn.
All right, so no one's holding our ship back anymore. Jazz got rid.
He's poisoned. He's
one
just bad at it now.
He is doing it. They're just vomiting while he's doing it.
He's on a surfboard.
He is riding a manatee.
Dang it! All of these precious creatures.
Shoot his lasso.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna shoot the rope then.
All right.
Pew pew pew. That's a 27.
27 hits.
Sweet. Yeah, so I'm gonna shoot the rope and have the bolt cut the rope off, like cut the rope so he can't hold on anymore.
Yeah.
And yeah, then I'm gonna use my maneuvering attack again and allow Geoffrey, our pilot, to get another half movement, half his speed forward again in the ship.
The ship continues to surge forward. You are now significantly ahead of the Genasi riding the water elemental, and you are pretty far going here. Drizzle, you're even further ahead of them, just by a little bit. As you come to this jump, Lore, it is your turn.
The one that is still holding the ship with the lasso? Yep. Poor dude, not having a great time.
Is the lasso still there after I got shot?
The lasso is a water lasso, so I imagine I can't really break it in any way that I...
The lasso has already been broken by Leon. So Leon shot through the lasso.
Oh, okay.
The figure you see is just sort of riding there being like, oh God, and trying to get ready with another lasso.
Bro. All right, well, and then there's one that's keeping pace with us now as well?
Yeah, there's one now keeping pace, the one riding the water elemental, and there is a third one who is behind as well, but hasn't been able to do much yet.
Okay, is there a way, how close is the one that's keeping pace with us, how close to the ship are they?
They are 15 feet away, no, 20 feet away from the ship.
Okay. I think I'm going to, if there's anything left on the ship, aim something ahead of us slightly to kind of be a problem for him. If he was closer, I was going to try and trip him with my glaive, but my glaive is not 15 feet long. So yeah, if I can yeet another barrel, that would be great.
You yeet a table.
We have tables?
What?
We had tables.
We had a table. I hope there was no poker chips or anything on it. It's gone now.
Does a 16 do anything useful?
16? That's the DC that they're going to have to try to beat on their turn. Awesome.
Sweet. So that's what I do.
The table is coming back at that Genasi and that water elemental. Cool. Lore, your turn passes. The Genasi who is sick has to just ride the fish, or the manatee.
I would also like to note I'm also getting rid of some of the extra unnecessary weight on the skiff. So
awesome. You see as the one who hasn't really done that much, you see as they are riding what looks to me like a barracuda, and they launch up and using their turn start to catch up with the ship, and they shout over, "Hey, the finish line's coming up! You gotta make your move fast!" And you see as the shout about the finish line that the water genasi riding genasi is sort of like getting themselves ready. Awesome, and that will be their turns. The one who was sick reaches out trying to get a lasso. They have disadvantage. They did quite well with 17 on the die for their worst roll. And the lasso once again grabs the ship and starts to slow it down, and you start to move closer, and you are now just a little, you'll have advantage on a final, like any final check you're doing against this genasi with the water elemental, because you're a little bit ahead in this moment. And Drizzle, as you're going, you actually pass by what looks to be like you see as you going ahead of all of them at the start of your turn, rip through, you see ahead of you like a ribbon that two genasi are holding from across the sides of the cave, and you can, if you would like, rip through it as you pass the finish line.
The thing, Drizzle doesn't really care about winning. She's here to have a good time.
Should have been a whale then. I can't imagine a more fun activity than becoming a sperm whale.
She's gonna cast Major Image about 10 feet in front of her, so away from the hole, like back towards people, to have the hole and the ribbon in front of her. Okay. In such a way that the people behind her think that the ribbon is closer up than it is.
Oh, rad. All right, cool. Okay, you cast this spell, and the ribbon emerges. Geoffrey, you have to make a check here, and one of your checks will be to make a large jump. If you succeed in the jump without getting slowed down at all, then you can make a fine. If you can try, that will be kind of like the final check before you go into the finish line here. Geoffrey,
Okay. How noticeable is it that we have one person lassoing our ship right now? Just as Geoffrey's steering, is it pretty noticeable that there's one person who's still got a lasso on?
Yeah.
Okay, I think the first thing he's going to do is similar to what Leon did last round, use his big old gun to try and shoot the lasso off the ship, because he's still hasted. So he's going to use his first one to try to shoot that lasso off the ship.
Okay, go for it.
Ooh, that's a 22.
22. The rope yet again explodes as the ship is released and no longer being slowed.
All right, and then is it a shipwright check to make the jump?
That is correct.
All right, he makes a shipwright check. Ooh, that he is going to use a luck point on, so he doesn't roll a nat 1. Nice.
Oh, you have a
Nice.
huge bonus to that. Holy crap. That was a nat 1.
Oh, wow, okay. Well, that's still an 11, because a 3 is not much better than a 1.
Did you already use your advantage from Silvery Barbs?
No, I didn't. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, think of that wink.
Okay, so let me ask, so just technicality question. That was my advantage from Silvery Barbs. If I wanted to use a luck point, it's just one additional roll, correct? It's not a whole... Okay,
that's
cool.
correct.
Oh my God, a nat 1. All right, an 11.
No way!
Wow.
Geoffrey.
A 1, a 3, and a 1. We are not meant to make
Drizzle
this
is
jump.
literally, she gave you a big wink. She like faked out the ending point to get everybody else to give up early. You gotta do this, dude.
I think you do have one more luck.
Can I use it? Can I use 2 on the same roll?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay, here goes my second luck. Okay, thank God. 26. Holy hell.
You manage your drive of the ship, right? And then you suddenly go over the edge. You land. Your ship is coming up. It is going to pass through the finish line here in a moment. Jasmine, you get to go Leon and Lore, you're going to go as the Genasi is also going to race up, and you three get a chance if you want to try to slow the Genasi down.
Absolutely. You said I have advantage, right? Because he's close. Or
Correct.
something?
Yes.
So can I translate that to disadvantage on his con save?
No.
All right. Well, I'll take the advantage for my gun, I guess, but he's gonna make a con save for me first.
Okay. Awesome. You're targeting the Genasi or the water elemental?
The Genasi.
Oh, okay, got it.
Why would I poison his elemental? It can't be poisoned.
All right. The Genasi seems to be sickened, or fails at least the check.
Cool. So that means he'll have disadvantage on that table flying at him.
Yeah. Awesome.
And then I'm gonna try and shoot his elemental. I don't. They probably can't feel pain, right? He'll be fine.
All right,
I'll shoot in front of it. Okay. Let's see. Ooh. 21 to like splash it with a lot of water with this deagle that I found on the ground.
Rad, sweet. Okay. You see as the water pushes up against the back of the table that Lore had made, creating this obstruction.
Wow.
You see as the Genasi goes, Elemental, you gotta break through, and the Elemental surges forward with a nat 20, just fully punches through the table, exploding it, and then you see the Genasi go,
Damn.
vomit into the water elemental itself, and you can kind of see the water elemental is like, oh, get this out of me, and kind of trying to flush it out of itself as it's surging forward. Leon and Lore, if you want to wait, you have a chance here if you would like. You have an advantage on whatever check you try to do to try to slow down this Genasi, and basically try to give it disadvantage in your final checks here.
I wonder if someone smoked a cigarette around Drizzle, if she would, like, feel the same way.
About what?
As that water elemental getting vomited in?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
What would you like to do?
Come on, Captain, what you got?
Can I make an intimidation check and just mock him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. He said he was gonna get us into the negative zone. I'm gonna say, ha! I guess you're still homeless, buddy. Sorry.
All right.
Going across this thing because we were gonna get. All right. So that's an intimidation with advantage.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. That's a nat 20.
No.
Yes.
That was just the first one. I mean, I have advantage, but you can't do much better than that. So that's a 27 total.
You say this, Leon. You shout at this Genasi, and you see as they kind of look up at you, and you see, unlike like if you were shouting at them, they'd be like, "No, I'm determined." You see like defeat sink into their chests.
Oh.
You see as they're like, "What?"
Take off my hat and I just bow to him.
All right, as your ship is coasting ahead, and you see the Genasi go, "No, I can win this!" And with a surge, the Genasi is moving forward. And Lore, what would you like to do? You're muted.
I double muted myself, sorry. One thing that, gosh, that's really like, I don't have a lot of range things, especially that wouldn't hurt somebody. Not that throwing a table at someone couldn't potentially hurt them, but you know. The one thing Lord's just gonna do is just gonna be like, look, buddy, just give up. If you let us win, I'll make you and your friend feel better. I'm sure that feels like crap.
All right, make a persuasion check.
I'll try. At least my charisma's alright.
I'd never seen someone try and do like a defeated before, and you did great. I just want to say.
Thank you.
That's fantastic.
Let's see. How about a 15?
15. All right. You see kind of like already defeated with a natural 20. You see as they are just kind of looking down. They're like, come on, The Genasi, the water elemental is still going, and then you say, why did you just give up? I make you feel better. And then they're like, they start to slow down. And the final check here is, Geffrey, make a check here for the ship.
Ship, right? Okay, that's very good. 24.
Yeah, your ship sails in. You see as it passes past the ribbon does not snap, and then you pass through what appears to be a second ribbon, and it snaps, and you see that the water elemental sails forward and just stops with the Genasi in front of the major image ribbon, or stops right past it, and he goes, "Oh, we made it." And then the water elemental kind of taps the Genasi and points forward, and they go, "Shit! No! What was that? No!" Oh. All right. And it shuffles forward, and as you pass by the ribbon, your ship actually finishes going down this sort of almost water slide, and you're now at what appears to be a lake that is a ring, almost like a moat. Beyond that, you see what seems to be a towering wall of water in the central part of the ring where this moat of water is. And you see, looking around you, that there are a bunch of people here. A bunch of different denizens of the water plane are all watching this final part of the race occur. And all of them are like, "Nice job, woo, yeah, woo."
Thank God we didn't shoot anybody.
What looks to be a whole setup of different structures and things have been built. Mostly tents and makeshift structures are all set up around the perimeter of what looks to be a colossal water wall that is slowly looking like it's draining inward. Imagine a donut, right? But in the center there's a huge water wall, and that water wall is not just a well that's pouring inward. It is vertically set up and then pouring downward from what looks to be almost like a waterfall. Right?
Laura's gonna call the two guys over after we've passed the finish line.
Yo, nice job.
Hey, if the two guys that are still feeling shitty, he's gonna lay on hands to remove poison from both of them.
Hey, thanks so much. So appreciated.
You guys fought hard.
Yeah, the one with the water elemental kind of surges up and gets near all of you and goes, "Nice race, you won. Deal's a deal. I'm gonna introduce you to my sister. My name's Cloud. Her name's Storm. And so I'll bring her over. She's the one running the ship here. She's running the operation."
Storm Cloud.
Cloud?
Yeah, my name's Cloud.
That's so cute. I love it.
Hey, yeah, radical.
I mean, I am okay, never mind.
You hear, "Hey, we got another person coming down the pike!" And you see as a lot of the crowd turns looking.
I know who it is.
And you hear it.
Do they live in the house?
You hear the sound. And you see as Bleeznoik comes surging down the pike. James.
I hope he was ready.
Yes, what's up?
Hello.
Hello.
Bleeznoik, could you describe what it looks like as Bleez arrives behind the party?
All right.
You guys are gonna love this.
I don't even know if this thing would fit down here.
It's a pretty big opening.
It's a pretty big opening. You'll basically see that I am not avoiding anything as I'm coming down after you guys in what you would say is the eternity.
No, Brandon.
What?
If you're looking at it, it looks like I am coming down on the eternity.
Leon goes, "My ship!"
As you say "my ship," you see that the eternity is hitting sides of the tunnel in
It's just flying off everywhere.
away dramatically.
It's disintegrating.
Huge holes in it.
My ship!
The ship comes, and then grinds hitting the bottom, and sort of like almost like you see bits of it just ripping away. It is slowly lowering. And Bleeze, what do you look like?
I'm just kind of just holding on to dear life as the ship is coming down. in like a suit that looks like kind of like a scuba suit kind of deal on the top, because I don't have the magic to be able to breathe down here. I had to rig something up, but I'm just holding on to one of the center masts as I'm coming down.
Awesome.
Jeffrey, this is our boat.
And that's our Bleeze.
It looks like it was your boat.
It is fully getting shorter as it grinds on the bottom and disintegrates.
Yeah. Eventually, you all are like standing on what seems to be like a little sand bed, and you see as the ship is grinding along that Bleeze is you are coming directly at them. The ship fully grinds to where you can just step off onto the sand bed as it comes to a halt with nothing left of the ship behind you.
Why? Why?
It's okay. It's not what you think.
Yeah, we gotta give him a group hug.
Absolutely.
See you, dude. Holy shit.
It was wild.
So what was that?
Yeah, you fell off of the boat.
I did. I have no idea. That body's gone. This is a new body. Thanks,
what?
Academy.
The Academy cloned you?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
The Academy cloned you?
Again, right?
Yeah, it wasn't the first time.
I have so many questions. So
there's a lot, but
did you come from the Academy?
Yeah.
How do you
That's how
think
you got
he
the
got
shit?
boat?
Yeah.
He could have won the man, the legend, the goblin, the suit of armor. How did you get the boat?
Well, I don't know if the school blew up, but it might not be there anymore. But I got out of there and hopped on the closest thing that looked like home.
Sorry, did you say the school blew up?
Possibly. I don't know. I kind of threw some stuff into like a reactor kind of deal that they have there.
Did you get the
And then I left. I got a tablet, but not the tablet that we wanted.
Oh, like an iPad?
Yeah, whatever that is.
What tablet did you get? Listen, start at the beginning. Okay, off of the boat. What happened?
I died.
Again.
And
then you woke up in the Academy.
then I woke up in a tube.
So wait. Did your consciousness like
I'm guessing they have some weird stuff. There were other people in tubes. There were other animals in tubes.
Did you recognize any of the other people?
One of them looked rather familiar, but I couldn't put a name behind the face.
Well, what did he look like? Or they? I don't know.
I don't remember.
Okay, so you died. You died, and you woke up in the Academy.
Mhm.
You're still you. You remember us and everything.
Yes.
But he
What
probably
happened
has
after you
another
woke up in-
tracker in him now.
I think there probably is. I don't want to know about it, but we need to know about it.
Hmm.
They did some
Yeah,
testing
then
on
what
me,
happened?
and then they walked me through a lab where they had a lot of testing stuff going on. I kind of invented something, and I pull out the prismatic shotgun that I stole from them after I invented it. I show to Leon.
A prismatic shotgun?
It looks sort of like the similar design as what Port and Starboard, the pistols, look like. However, this one has been designed where instead of a single ray of light, it hits a prism and you think expands into multiple rays.
Wait, is this prismatic spray in a gun?
No.
That'd be wild.
I would be cool.
No, it's just a lot of smaller beams as opposed to one big beam.
Cute.
As you all are starting to relay this, you hear, "Hey, my sister's coming over," and you can see striding across the sandy beach. You see what looks to be this like built, really just like tall and muscular looking water genasi who's just striding forward. You can see that there's like this gleaming scimitar. She's still a fair distance away, but is heading purposely towards you all as you're going.
I think Geoffrey, seeing that they are all very clearly wrapped up in being reunited, and while he's a little interested in listening to the exchange, takes off the helm's helmet or whatever it is that was steering and goes to I think walks to either like the edge of the ship or where we've kind of docked to meet this very muscular looking water genasi when she gets there.
Right, all right.
She reminds me of Lore.
What a nice compliment.
And my mother.
Oh.
Wow, there's so many layers to that, Jasmine. Did you also
Yeah.
sleep with your mother?
What?
So you can't just ask me.
The
So-
water gymnastic gave me this PB&J, and I'm just going wild with it.
Please, you've pulled up
What's
the
in that?
prismatic shotgun, and you are showing it a little bit too.
Mhm.
On here.
Well, that's wonderful, and you're here, so that's great.
Yeah, and that was not our ship.
It wasn't?
It was not. They
I thought
They
it
were
looked a little
working.
strange.
were working on making another one apparently.
The one you rode in on isn't ours, so there isn't a big dead dragon in it.
Oh, there's nothing in it.
Well, that would have been nice. I'm not
So
sure how
you-
much would have survived after that.
It's true.
Please, you said you got a tablet?
Yeah, and I'll pull out a tablet out of my pocket.
Bleeze pulls out a tablet that you would recognize, all of you cadets. When you were back at school, these were basically just like little iPads they gave to all the cadets. They gave you clearance to certain levels within the school. You recall that this tablet was something that you used basically to do some of your studies. It's like a laptop they lent out to everybody.
Huh.
Yeah, I kind of backdoored my way through it and gained access to a lot of their classified areas.
Interesting.
Which
Nice.
I understand that we want to go back there anyways because they have something that we need.
But,
If you didn't blow it up.
yeah, but it exploded,
True,
right?
true. I mean, the tablet will probably be all right, even if the place exploded.
Yeah.
Magic items are hard to break, especially ones that rewrite reality, I would imagine.
Did you
You
see?
know what? Solid point. Sorry, what was that, Captain?
Did you see the admiral?
I did not.
Did you see anyone else?
Were you there when we figured out that his brain was eaten? You were, right? This was before you died?
Yes.
I mean,
I think Bleeze was texting. Bleeze was
Probably.
texting when we were doing that. Anyway, I'm super glad that you're back for two reasons. One, Felix doesn't listen to anybody but you. And two, our son has been hiding in the basement of the boat for like ever since you disappeared. And every time I talk to him, he says, "Oh, I'm doing really well." And then he goes and he hides in the ceiling. So I think probably you should talk to him because it's not working.
Is he on this boat?
He's not on this boat, is he?
No, we
no,
left.
he's at Oksani's.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Well,
It's true.
Like I
As
kept
you-
telling him, yeah, your dad is dead, but we're all really happy and fine. And he didn't like it. And I didn't really know what to say.
Mm-hmm.
You are such a marvelous parent.
As you say these things, you hear, What are you doing here? And Geffrey, you kind of approached, but you can hear Storm starting to talk with Geffrey a little bit.
Apparently, we're going in there. And gestures over to the wall, the further drain, and says, "Your brother promised us help getting in there if we beat him in the race, and we did."
Okay. I can work with that. That's good news for me. You know what's going on in there?
Vaguely.
Oh,
Possibly.
hello, all. You're
Storm?
new.
She
My name
waves
is
in the
Storm.
Hey, I'm Lore.
Cloud, what's up? Yeah, you said you already introduced yourself to them. Radical.
Hi again, Cloud.
So,
Geffrey.
cool.
My name is Drizzle, and I am a cloud.
Hey, nice.
And I don't know if you saw, I know, well, Lore's eyebrows kind of went up. So take with that what you will.
Yes, I'm sorry. On topic. Why is us going down there advantageous for you?
We are the only people who have been trying to stop this thing. Let me just get that out of the way. And you see that she's like, Storm, or Cloud, can you get over here and just like massage my back for a little bit? And Cloud is coming over and kind of just kneading out a knot or something like that. And she goes, every day since this shit started, we've been working on trying to stop it. If you know how to stop it, we can do business. If not, you're not much use to me.
We think we can. Have you seen a vaguely dickish, slightly attractive dumbass human?
Oh my god, I fucking hate that guy.
Oh.
Felix?
I don't know what his name is. He built a bunch of automatons and they're stopping us from going in there.
Yeah,
Oh.
That sounds like Felix.
Accelerating the problem, as always.
as always.
This
Yeah.
guy,
If there's anybody who can help you, and he'll just put a hand on Bleez's shoulder, it's this guy right here.
No, Brandy, you didn't do it right. You have to reach further down.
He's floating. He's always floating.
Yeah, I'll float back up.
yeah. I will gladly help you get in there, open up the wall to get you past if you want to go in. We've stopped at nothing to try to keep it from getting worse. We had to erect this massive the wall, right? And every day we have to refuel it. It's costing us a lot to do so. So the sooner we can do this, the better.
You mean it's costing you a lot of water? Just like in the elemental plane of water?
We've
Costing you a lot of water?
Yeah, we've actually been having to use a lot more water than we wanted, and we've been trying to pull from other places a little bit.
Is that why water randomly evaporates?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sight check.
Insight. Yeah.
You are looking at a person who is like a very heavy bags under her eyes for a water genasi, right? You can see like they're just like so deep. You see that there's extreme exhaustion. This person, you're looking at them, even with like no need to roll on the insight, but you two looking. Storm has probably not left this area since this started and doesn't know what's happening outside.
Listen, we're trying to get this to stop just as much as you are. If you've been holding it at bay, thank you, I guess, for doing what you can to hold it here. Let us through and we'll take care of it.
Great.
They did mention a small army of automatons as well.
Yep.
Okay.
They have an army. We have a Bliznoik.
Hopefully.
Guns, lots of guns.
Hopefully the Bliznoik is the key, because if we can get to Felix, hopefully the automatons won't bother us. Sorry,
bring
go
up
ahead,
that
Joyce.
little iPad and put in like noink_//Felix, and all the automatons are gonna. I am very confident.
If you find a good way to get in there, when you get in there, I'll give you a little bit of a lay of the land. Is that originally this is where the Von Braun Foundation was, the nonprofit, and they were helping support us during kind of the war situation. Then one day switched over, all of a sudden all hell broke loose and stuff started going, the foundation started collapsing on itself. Now all we know is that there's a big hole in there. The last time we looked in there before the automatons started driving us away, there's a big hole in there. There's some sort of machine, and there's that asshole, Felix or whatever, who keeps shouting, I am the only one who can fix it, and driving us out.
An out of character question. His name is Felix Von Braun, isn't it?
That's correct.
Oh, I didn't put that together. Does he have a rich asshole family too?
Yeah, he's a nepotism baby too. This guy sucks.
Oh my god, every detail that we get about Felix just makes me hate him more.
Makes it worse and worse, doesn't it? Yeah.
Well, the audience.
Let's go stop your boyfriend from destroying the multiverse.
I hope you're not talking to me.
I'm definitely talking to Bleez.
Excellent, yes. Bleez's boyfriend. I agree.
That idiot.
What do you want in exchange? The other pirates that were here demanded stuff. We couldn't give it to them, so they left.
What other pirates?
Forgive me, but I can recognize the garb, and she's looking at Geoffrey's outfit. You read of pirate to me.
Yeah, which other pirate? What did they look like?
What did
Some
they
Earth
ask for?
Earth elementals.
And they left?
Captain Boulder is here.
They said they were leaving, that they didn't want any part of this.
Interesting. How long ago was this?
Day or two.
What did they want in exchange?
Everything we owned.
And they didn't even play you in poker for it, did they?
I wish they would. I'm a card shark. That could have gone well for me.
You don't say. Listen,
Yeah.
if we get through all of this, let's play some cards. But right now we got some more important things to deal with. Okay. So yeah, you get us in.
Political question. How are relations usually with these tribes or colonies or civilizations of Water Genasi with the court of Dread Pirates usually?
Dread Pirates are like, most of them are pretty good. Smolder raids and pillages them constantly.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have any people who are decent at healing? Depending on how this goes, we might need a top up before we head out.
Yeah, I think we can spare a little bit of something. I think I could heal you up, but I know that I got some other people who could heal as well.
But
Yeah, if you
like,
need
what
a
are
little...
you? Are you like a person of God? I mean, like, how do you heal, or do you just have like a bunch of, like a super soaker full of medicine?
No, I'll show you quick. Do you mind? And you watch as Storm walks up to Lore. Do you mind? I can do a demonstration.
Sure.
Just pressure points are pushed across your body, and then you see as you're kind of like stunned for a second, and then she flicks you on the top of the head, and you heal 2d8 health.
Okay.
I'm not
you
sure
heal-
I
Weirdest
want to get
orgasm
healed by
Lore's
that.
ever had.
Whoa.
Laura's just like, that's Well, I've never experienced that before.
I'm not sure
Is
I
that
want to get
magic?
healed like that.
What?
I said, was that magic?
Oh. Yeah, a little bit.
Did it
Cool.
feel like magic?
Drizzle.
So are we cool to jump in the hole?
If you want a short rest or take a break for a minute, I know you must have just been traveling here. I want you at your top shape before you go in. Otherwise, sooner the better.
I'm just gonna take a minute to give our friend the ability to breathe water. She's gonna go over to Bleeznoik and start ritually casting again.
Oh yeah, this helmet's kind of rinky dink.
Yeah, if we take a short, do you guys want to take a short rest here? We're gonna have to fight some automatons.
Okay, the water breathing lasts for 24 hours, so it's fine. But
Yeah,
we are
walk
kind of on the
over.
clock to not make it worse.
I'm gonna
Well,
walk over to Drizzle, and I'm gonna poke her in some pressure points, and then flick her in the forehead and see if she feels better.
Oh, I'm fine.
Do you feel
Like,
better?
I'm good. No, I feel like really good in general. It's
All
nice.
right, it worked.
Yes.
Laura's like leaning over the side of the ship, like, can you teach me how to do that?
Who are you talking to?
To Storm.
Yeah, of course.
Nice. Well,
Get
we'll
back from this. I'll show you around.
sounds good. We'll take care
Give
of
us
this.
a bit to rest, and we'll discuss what we'll want in return for stopping
We'll
this.
discuss what we want in return.
Drizzle.
Okay. You watch a
This is
storm
just
lead
feeling
you
good,
along. Cloud comes with you. It starts to show you kind of various parts of their operation. It is makeshift. It is not pretty. You actually notice that where that wall of water is on the outer ring, where all of these tents and these various structures have been put up, you see beleaguered and tired water elementals, water genasi. You see that various other creatures. You actually see one which looks to be a merit. You see she is like fully just like asleep and laying in like under one of the tents. Everyone just looking at you tired as hell. And you can see that slowly bits of the sand and dirt within this elemental, this earth elemental that you find yourself in, are falling into the like space in the center. And you see then that somebody comes over and recasts some magic and like binds water to that space instead. As you walk around, you have a chance here to just take a quick short rest.
Yeah, so while we're taking a short rest, I have a feat called Inspiring Leader.
Yeah.
I can spend 10 minutes inspiring my companions, choose up to 6 allies, including myself, that can see or hear and understand me within 30 feet. Each creature gains 13 temporary hit points once per short rest.
All right.
Nice.
I'm just like, good job with the race, guys. So far, so good. You know, we're doing things. Geffrey, fantastic piloting skills, my dude. Yeah, you piloted that thing like a pro. Jasmine, good job with the water breathing and the spell casting and making those guys sick. Hopefully you didn't kill them.
No, I took care of him.
Oh,
It would have
see?
gone away on its own, but
There you go. See, and Lord, just always there when we need you. I saw you chucking tables out, helping with the weight of the ship. That was great.
But we didn't need those barrels.
I doubt we did. Right, Geffrey? I don't think we needed them.
No comment.
Exactly. Yes. And Drizzle, I think you technically did win the race, didn't you? Because you were ahead of everybody.
I helped.
You definitely did. The silvery barbs and the advantages. We literally couldn't have done it without you.
do they have any corpses around, Jake?
You are.
Where are your dead?
Bring me to your corpses.
I was surprised you didn't fish that giant elemental out of the sea.
Jazz,
Don't
they
look
don't
good.
look like they have any corpses that are just around
Man,
at all.
no
We could
more.
make some.
We could. That'd be counterproductive, I feel like.
True.
During your short rest, you feel the whole of this area shake for a second. The wall of water ripples as something passes through it and out of it, and washing across you all. Everybody make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Oh, I'm gonna luck that.
15.
Let's go.
12.
23.
21.
15.
Okay. Anyone who did not beat a 17 failed.
Ooh.
As a shriek, incredibly loud, fills all of your minds. You are deafened, and we'll go to break. And we're going to do just a quick break here as we come to the end.
Wait. But everybody heard my speech, though, right? We got our 13.
Yeah, you got your speech.
That's important.
All
That's
right.
important. Good job, team.
All right. We'll
There
be
goes
right
good
back,
jobs.
everyone.
Yeah.
Hello.
Welcome back. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us for that break. It ran a little bit later. Usually we take it about 7:30, but thanks for coming back and joining us. Us as a party, as you stand there, as you complete your short rest, you hear this blast of sound within your minds, almost like a ringing, like that sound that you get when you have tinnitus for a moment, or perpetually, and suddenly you find yourselves deafened. You each take 1 point of psychic damage as this moves through your mind, and then the ripple fades, and you see the wall of water kind of seals itself, and you all find yourselves deafened for the next minute.
Even if you passed your save?
If you pass your save, you're good. You're not deafened. You just take
Wait.
one damage.
So we can't hear each other now? Is that
Correct.
Okay.
One
awesome.
damage.
Laura's gonna be like,
Oh, go ahead.
oh, go ahead.
My thing is stupid. It'll go quickly. Drizzle was in the middle of saying goodbye to her dolphin and saying that they would always be in each other's hearts and giving it a little pat on the head. And then they both went, and that's all she was up to.
Dolphins are very sound sensitive. That might not have been good for the
Did you
dolphins.
say that? Did you succeed your save, Drizzle?
No,
or no?
I absolutely failed.
Oh, you absolutely failed. You
Yes.
you go and you're deafened. You're looking at the dolphin. You were saying goodbye, and the dolphin is looking at you and goes, and then its mouth sort of moves a little bit, as if it's saying something to you, and then it turns and swims off up into the river.
Drizzle doesn't have to be silent, but they are.
She's like, I can't hear, so now I can't speak.
It's a cartoon character.
Awesome. For all of you who are deafened, you are kind of just unable to hear for about a minute, and about 30 seconds into it, you all hear a radio sound pipe come through the air, moving through the weave. You see as it is passing by you, you can hear it. It starts to get really garbled as it's nearby you. And Jasmine, you think that this has something to do with how close you are to the hole that you were nearby.
Interesting. So it's eating radio transmissions.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled broadcast. The Spelljammer Academy has withdrawn from the elemental plane. And we quote, "We are unable to support the residents of the elemental plane at this time. We must prioritize elsewhere and hard decisions needed to be made. We hope to support the residents of the elemental plane of water in the future, but for now, you are on your own. We will be back." The VB Foundation is now the only organization that remains in that plane.
She looks over to Lore and Leon. Jasmine succeeded. I don't know if y'all did.
Lorded, yeah.
I did not.
Jasmine starts talking. We could probably use that as ammunition when we go to Mechanus, since they abandoned the water people.
Yeah, Laura's like, huh, and immediately opens her book and starts writing it in it again. And it's like, good point.
Did the Academy know that the tablet was here? You don't think they took it and left, do you?
Really unfortunate.
I could check.
Well, if they did,
I think it's worth a check.
yeah, if they did, they got to it before we even got to the the plane.
I will.
What? Are you guys talking? I can't hear.
I told Jasmine to check the map.
I can't. You guys go ahead. I'll figure it out.
What?
The minute passes as you are continuing to shout at each other, and Drizzle, you're just silently speaking.
Geoffrey's like working his jaw, his big hippo jaw, and it finally just goes. Oh God, I hate when I get deafened.
Captain, can you help me with this, just real fast?
Yep.
Okay, appreciate it.
Yeah, upside down.
Oh, yeah. No, I think I had it right before.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
DC
Oof.
10, so that was an 8 to try and beat
8?
that. Yeah.
Okay.
I really wish I had guidance.
Wait. No, I did. Wait, was that with advantage?
Yeah. It was
Do
an
you have
8 or
luck?
a 4. It's a charisma check. I only have a +1 to that.
But do you have luck?
I do. Well, yeah, I have one more.
Okay, yeah, use it. Because if you fail too many times on the map, it explodes, doesn't it? Or you explode, or something explodes.
Every time you use the map, I roll a d20, and if I get that one, it goes away.
Yeah.
Oh, regardless of whether Jazz makes it or not.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well then.
Oh wow.
Fail away, Jasmine.
I'd still, yeah, fail away. But I'd still use the luck though, because if
I mean, we know we have to go in the butthole. What are we learning from this map check?
We're trying to see where the
make sure that the tablet is still here.
Oh,
because if
okay.
the Academy has both, it's game over.
Does that change? Realistic, actual question. Does that change our action right now, or do we wait until we're done with this and then find out where the tablet went?
I mean, it'll keep displaying regardless.
Oh, right.
So
True,
it locks onto that object for now. I don't have to do it again. I'll luck it. I'll use my last luck. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
So
the tablet flares to life again. It begins to zoom in. And you see, or not the tablet, the map, and you see as it zooms in, it approaches the elemental plane of water, and it zooms into the elemental plane of water, and it pings, and the tablet is still in the elemental plane.
Okay, good.
Good. They pulled out to save their own hides, not because they already had it.
I think they probably pulled up because Bleeze Knight blew their house up.
That's possible.
I just know if I was them, I'd be like, we need that tablet. Because they already have it.
At the cost of their fleet I don't know if it's worth it. But that's definitely why they were here.
And we can keep in mind the fact that they might have tasked a special force to obtain the tablet, and if so, they may still be here, but they've pulled their troops out, and they've told the people on the elemental plane of water, after coming in under the guise of assisting, that they're on their own. So, really doing a good job of looking like the good guy here.
It'll be great ammunition when we get to Mechanus.
I can't wait.
You see a small smirk on Jasmine's face. She calls him Mechanus on purpose.
As you are all standing there, you see Storm and Cloud come back over again, and they're holding a bag. Like Cloud is carrying a bag with him, or with them, and Storm says, "Hope that rest went well." So that right there, that I'm sure you all heard the shriek.
No,
I was about to ask about that.
I actually didn't hear anything. I don't think I can hear anymore.
Okay, I'm going to talk to everybody else then. You can just read my lips.
Okay.
So, that is just one thing that comes out of that. It gets progressively worse. It continues to grow in strength. Every so often it dispels magic.
Mm-hmm.
Every so often it disables every bit of magic that we have here. It's part of why it's so hard to recover and reform the wall. Drizzle is somehow making such the dirtiest joke in time. I'm going to tell you right now that it's probably only going to get worse when you go there, because it seems to be whatever this magic is that's coming from this space, it cycles and it's just getting worse. You can expect the same stuff over and over again, and it just gets worse and worse as you go, the closer you get. At one point, there was a darkness that just drove many of our people mad while we were in it.
Oh, excellent.
Can't wait. Well, no time
Geoffrey
like the
tries to
present.
look real tough, put on a big captain face, and goes, "It might get worse for us, but it's about to get worse for them too." And then takes his big gun out and cocks it, and just stands there for a second menacingly.
Please, Noik, you see the gun
Puts
again.
on the glasses.
Yeah.
Please, Noik, if you want, you can make a knowledge, history, or arcana check.
Arcana check. 25.
This gun is fully Githyanki design.
Ooh.
This is a gun from the Githyanki.
Interesting.
Nice.
As you are looking at the gun and as you are all readying yourselves, Storm and Cloud pull out of the bag. You see as they start to pull out a bunch of different potions. We have been able to carry potions into that space. We've blessed these ones, so hopefully they stick with you and they don't disappear or anything.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Helpful.
that.
Much appreciated.
Speaking of potions, just in case, and she's going to distribute a jello shot to Leon and to Drizzle. Use these in a pinch if somebody's dying. They shouldn't dissolve either because they're not made of water.
Awesome.
Regular healing potions?
No, they give you
the
1
one-
point.
1 point? Okay, great.
They're good
Yeah.
berry jello shots.
Yeah, they're good berry
Yeah.
jello shots. And then the potions that the Storm and Cloud give you are greater healing potions. You each get one.
Nice.
I will add that to my stuff.
Very nice.
Graders. I like the sound of that.
You know, we need
That's
those.
44 plus 4.
I have an orb. I haven't looked in my inventory in a long time. I have an orb in case anyone needs
An orb.
What?
Is that the orb?
the orb that you ponder. No, I don't think so.
No, I think that is 100% the orb, Deanna.
The
That
orb.
is the orb.
My arcane focus is the orb.
Oh, wait, no.
Orb
No,
in there.
then that,
It is.
I love the idea that that's where you get your power.
I get my powers from the marble of death.
We'll say that's what the orb is. I do have
Awesome.
one. Because I did get rid of the chain and I put it into the funeral top hat that they passed around. I have a new little light daisy chain that I wove with the bomb and the pearl of nothingness on it that I'm wearing.
All right, you have a grenade.
Yes.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Grenade, your
Orb.
pearl of nothingness, and your orb.
Storm and Cloud lead you along and bring you to the edge of the rim right before it, kind of like the wall of water is still standing there. And they say, okay, all you have to do is jump in.
It'll just take
Don't
you
worry,
down to the
it's a little
bottom.
bit of a leap. It's a little bit of a leap of faith, but you should be fine.
All right, Drizzle, you go first.
I do have Featherfall in case that's an issue.
Bye.
Should be good. Well, the last time we haven't gone in there for a couple of days now, given that the automatons are driving us out. I just want to warn you again, whoever that guy is has had a lot of time in there now. And if you can, punch him for me.
Will do.
I might drop a whale on him. We'll see. Depending on how things go.
Even if it goes well, I might punch him, just for old time's sake.
Oh, yes, please.
Well, let's go see Felix.
Fuck it. She jumps into the hole.
Laura will follow.
Yeah, Drizzle jumped in a good 45 seconds
We
ago.
know.
Oh, yeah.
You're good.
Yeah, Captain said go and Drizzle went.
Yeah.
Grizz, you alive?
Drizzle, are you dead?
I don't know. I'm kind of waiting to see when I see everybody coming through the hole. I don't know if we're going through an interdimensional portal. If we're in danger of hitting the ground, I'll cast Featherfall. Otherwise, we'll just have a nice time, right?
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. All right. See you on the other side. Now
Yeah.
jump in.
Anybody that doesn't have
Okay.
Featherfall, stay near me.
I have Featherfall for free.
For
Jazz.
free.
Yeah,
I
it's not a
will.
spell slot. It's a genasi thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so you can save your spell slots.
Okay, cool. No, I have all of them back after that short list.
Oh, that's right. Fucking wizard. Okay, cool.
That's the first time I've used that.
Fucking wizard.
It's
wizard
time, motherfucker. Fireball.
As you all are jumping in,
Slow
Leon, right
motion
before
panorama view as we fall through the hole.
as you all are jumping in, Leon, right before you jump in, Storm turns to you and says, "Thanks for doing this. And just between you and me, name a price when you get back if you're successful, and I'll probably pay it." So,
Hey, thank you. And thank you for helping us.
You jump in. All of you plummet. You fall through the air for a moment, and below you can see what looks to be a massive pool of water. You see like various bits of ruined building now making bridges and structures that look to be like still poking up about the water, almost like a large labyrinth or maze. And at the center of all of it, as you fall through the air, you each have a moment to see that at the center of this, you see what looks to be a umbral black orb slowly swirling, above which you can see this crackling, sparking engine. You then spot that is sort of like dipped down into almost like a chasm, and you, as you fall, are landing and being amid like ruins and maze, like parts of this ruin that make up a maze, as you see that you'll have to make your way through this maze to get to the center.
Drizzle isn't smart enough for this, but she's gonna pop her little...
Welcome, Dungeon Scrollers.
What?
You just got to the good part.
Hey guys.
She's gonna gesture for Bleeze knowing to get to the height of Jasmine and just like put the little marble in the same viewpoint as that big old ball of black energy so that they can compare and contrast.
Oh yeah.
100% the same thing. And as you fly down, what up, Dungeon Scrollers? It's good to see you. As you fly down, you all land, and you see that walls of the ruined buildings are around you. As you land, your feet land in pools of water, as it looks to be about like ankle or shin high. And immediately upon landing, you hear, "Oh!" But it's very mechanical in its sound, as you see what looks to be like this mechanical clockwork dog with gleaming ruby eyes looking down from atop of a wall, roaring up into the air with a howl. And you all hear stuff running to you. And over
Hey,
the
Bleeze!
over the loudspeaker, you hear, "Hello, whoever this is. Do not worry, I can take care of this. Please return from where you came." Everyone roll initiative.
All
Your
right.
boyfriend.
3 legs.
Please talk to your idiot, please.
16 for good old Hippo Man.
So we're
16?
only in a shin deep of water?
Shin deep of water.
Damn it. I can't be a whale.
Not typical terrain or anything. All right, what do we got?
4.
4. Me too.
17.
28.
28.
Jesus, Leon.
Alert, baby.
What did Geoffrey get?
Oh, I'm sorry, 16.
Okay, great. Awesome. Okay. As you land, you hear the and rounding the corner, you see a number of automaton, like almost like knight figures stride around the corner. You can see that they are wielding shields, swords. Some have spears, others have javelins that are rearing back as you see 6 of them round the corner and are blocking your current exit out of this part of the maze. And as you face them off, Dungeon Scrolls, you always join as we bring our session to a close. Thanks for coming and come in the next session with the party fighting their way through. Thanks so much, everybody, for coming and joining us. As our party has arrived now, standing before what is the void, as it is slowly growing. And you guys are going to have to fight your way through. So come and join us next Wednesday if you guys are around, as our party battles through a labyrinth, through automatons, and tries to make it to a former classmate who's caused all hell in a handbasket. It's great to see you. Max, if you would help us out for a minute and just give some quick shout-outs.
Sure. So for tonight, we have a pretty short little list. Nice and easy. We've got Distal's Place with the Hydrate. Thank you so much. We got Roval Jax with a hydrate as well. Thank you. We got Dungeon Scrawlers raiding us. Thank you so much. And Darth Del Sol. I hope I'm saying that right with the follow. Thank you so much. Literally this minute. Appreciate you guys so much.
Darth. Thanks so much, everybody, and we'll see you next week. Come and hang out. Also, Bleeznoik had an amazing little one-shot on his own. James here went and played a one-shot with just me, the GM. We will be showing that so that audiences who want to know exactly just how Bleeznoik came back from the dead and what he encountered in that process can come and see that. It's not fully certain when we're going to post that, maybe on Friday. Otherwise, we'll just announce it on socials, so come and check us out there.
Our socials, command socials to keep up with what we're doing, when we're doing it, and on what platform. Thank you, CJ.
Wow, so good. Thank you. Awesome. All right. See you all later, and we'll close out our episode of Spelljammer.
Absolutely. We are going to go ahead and do a quick raid. We'll find out who we're raiding, or if you want to guide the raid, there is a little thingy for that in the scrolls section. So we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.